strength reset as well.
Chris has already passed it here, so this should work.
Thank you for the follow. The person who is very on the ball today. Jeez. I pressed live, literally said like a word, and then someone followed. Nice timing.
Yeah. Well, we're live as well.
I'm keeping my glasses on today. My eyes have been hurting.
So,
Neither showing you it as being live yet. Oh, there we go. Just as I said that late, you popped up.
what about the other one? Is that
Yeah,
one?
both showing as live now.
Yeah.
Alright, should probably get started into this then, shan't we?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, welcome back to Alterra, the Shattered Altsphere, for episode 4, The Tower of Death. Previously, our adventurers seeking some sort of refuge in this harsh reality they find themselves in have taken rooms with a very strange couple, a tight-skinned skeletal figure and his marionette doll, which seems to have a strange fixation on feet and body parts and has a metallic beholder companion or bodyguard. Having taken getting a long night's rest, the players are very heavily encouraged out of the tower, convinced that their ally and artificer companion Zormir is already waiting outside for them. However, when they do arrive outside, Zormir is nowhere to be found and the doors have been closed behind them. It appears that Cross and Bones have nicked your artificer.
God
We'll
damn
find
it.
out where Zormir wakes up in a little bit after the beginning of the session. And that's where we're going to start up today, with the party just down the valley from the Tower of Death, looking for Zormir and quickly coming to realize that Zormir is not outside and that Cross and Bones has lied to you. Let's do a quick voice to name chat and then we'll be ready for opening actions. Let's have a look here. Let's do it by order on Discord. Alvina.
Howdy. I am Wolfbane, and I am playing Alvina Alanor, everyone's favourite, extremely hungry, shit-talking, vampire-throwing barbarian.
Beautiful. Dr. Zormir.
Hi, I'm Bob. I'm playing Dr. Zormir, the person who's locked in the tower. The artificer, shifter.
Beautiful. Fuck you.
I'm Ben. I'm playing Fuck You, the annoying little goblin bard that doesn't seem to get hit.
The Immortal.
Yeah, the immortal Fuck You.
Beautiful. Lou Grim.
I'm Neil, playing Warlock Lou Grim, who could be starting to do what he's been told by his nice little god.
Totally not a
Get
god.
Strange nightmares. And TR, who normally plays now Gwent after losing Steve in a prior session, will not be with us this week. And as a consequence, Gwent has decided that she doesn't know Zormir well enough to risk her life inside the tower. And she'll be waiting for you if you get outside. Quite convenient, really. And Chris McKenzie and I will be your DM for today. Then let's get into it then. You guys are currently huddled and talking at the base of the tower in the valley leading up to the tower. Gwent having informed you that she's going to wait behind. Best of luck. Hope you don't all die. What would you like to do?
Well, fair enough. Alvina's going to still keep doing stretches, like, well, so, what's the plan?
Because anyone got a plan.
Well, Fuck You said he was still sure that the good doctor was in the castle. It's just that he was told to leave.
I mean, we were all told to leave, but that's what someone who wanted us to leave because they'd stolen our artificer would have said. We can't get the warranty back on him. It's going to be a pain in the ass.
Let's use some magical charms on you guys.
No, we were just dumb. Us two were just dumb.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
you, got
We
charmed
were.
out. We both nat one and just believed him.
Yeah.
So anyone got any plan? Or just kick in the door, mutilate the person, save the
Fuck you,
artificer.
Yeah. Fucky's gonna try to get back inside.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got an idea. Are there any sticks around?
Yes, there's a crop of trees that are growing amongst the rubbled ruins to your east there, to your west there.
I'm gonna go over to the tree. I'm gonna get about 10 sticks, about a foot long each, and just start sharpening one end of each. While we're getting the plan to go in, I'm gonna get prep. I'm gonna prep because apparently Junior's in there.
Well,
Apparently
something in his description is.
If it's not Junior, it's probably some other vampire. In which case, this will be really handy, probably. And I continue to make the 10 or so stakes.
Can't be too prepared.
Oh, I've just realised as well. I'm also going to use one charge of my amazing seasoning kit, which is recharged, to get some garlic.
Ah.
Oh, that came together nicely.
Yeah!
See,
Garlic.
what you could also do is like, put the garlic on the steak.
And eat it?
No, 'cause when you steak any of the vampires, the garlic goes in as well.
Oh, that was the plan. I thought you were thinking
a
I was making
twofer.
actual steaks for a second, though.
No, no.
Yeah.
But rather than just have the steak go in the heart, you've got the garlic going in as well. Just to make
Bob,
sure.
Don't forget to change your scene.
Oh, shit.
I've literally put 10 steaks, 1 garlic in my inventory. And that's what Alvina's going to do while we wait for anyone else to come up with a plan.
Look, Fucky was just gonna go back in. So
Apologies to people been watching the stream. I forgot to click it so you could see roll 20 again.
God damn it.
Have you also got some music playing?
Not currently.
I do. I have some Western music that I found.
No ukuleles this week?
No ukuleles. No, like, 10 hours of the same, like, 3 seconds of ukulele loops.
Well, you got music in my own background. 1 second. Let me actually put something in here. There we go. Now we'll just get straight into the metal. It won't influence my decisions to immediately murder you all, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Alright, but so what is the plan? Are we just heading straight up and trying to brute force our way back into the tower?
basically,
Valid as plan as
Yeah.
any other with this party. Okay, so let's switch over to the entrance map then. Cool, so you managed to make yourself way through the valley, ignoring the gates with mist swirling behind them. They might come into relevance at some point in the future, who knows? But you are able to get up to the tower with no interference, and you're seeing no sign of this metallic beholder. The tower stands before you, leaning and half buried into this mountainside of rubble. No additional entrances apparent from as you look up at it. There's no windows at the top levels or no open roofed surfaces or anything. It is a solid contained tower, with the only entrance appearing to be these large double doors at the front and the bottom. What would you like to do?
Well, on not thinking of any other option, because can't see any doors, so there's probably no other way in. Alvina walks up to the doors and tries to open them in the way that she tends to know, with a boot.
Alright, go ahead and give me a strength check. Let's see what happens as you boot in the door, or attempt to anyway.
Nope. Bam!
Springs
you-
ankle.
as you smack into the door, you find yourself suddenly jerked to a stop as your boot appears to be adhered to the door itself, stuck in place, as the door seems to almost wrap around it like some sort of flexible rubber. As above the door, a segment of the tower flips to reveal a circular trap door, and in its place, instead of the stone circular slab, is a large metal beholder eye that spirals around looking at everyone in front of the tower and then settles on Alvina. And echoing out almost from speakers inside the beholder, "Welcome to the Tower of Death!" Wait, didn't I already kick you out? What are you doing back? I told you, there's no artificer here, go away!
Yeah, we don't believe you. We know he's in there.
He's not in here. You can't prove it.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
I feel like somebody needs to interrupt this, otherwise you're just going to go back and forth.
Let's incite him.
I mean, if you'd like to incite if he's lying, go for it. Nah, I think he's telling the truth, guys.
Is he?
Hey, for once
Okay.
you don't believe him.
Very clearly lying.
Like last session, fuck you was pretty adamant that he's still there. He's now starting to change his mind.
This guy is so pantomime. There's practically an audience member screaming at you. Of course he's still in there. Why are you even in?
I'm going to see what I get. I'm getting that one again. I got a 9. Eh, he's not in there.
Well, look. Let me have a little conference with Cross, and we'll see if we can find him. Maybe he just got lost going to the bathroom. All right, just wait out there for how long does your species live for?
A few hundred years.
All right, just wait out there for a few hundred years, and I'll get right back to you.
Okay,
And as he says this,
can you unstick my foot from your door?
no, and the metal eye switches place with a solid stone slab, perfecting the wall of the tower.
Right. Does anyone know how to remove a bare foot from this door without chopping it off? Because I've just remembered I'm not wearing boots. So... Alvina has specifically been walking around barefoot the entire time.
I've not got any way of dispelling it.
I'm gonna try and just pull and see if the door comes away.
Alright, go ahead and give me a strength check. If anyone is helping pull you off, you may have advantage.
Fucky's gonna try help, but...
I'll take that advantage, thank you. That's better.
Alright, a 15 does succeed as you're able to, with a very sickening sound of flesh being ripped a little bit, tear your foot off this adhesive door.
It's just the layer
You
of
can see some
dirt.
skin cells left behind.
It's the layer of dirt that has been on her feet for years.
And as you do, the dirt seems to almost sink into the rubbery, glue-like surface of the door, almost as if it's being absorbed or devoured. And then suddenly, it's gone. The door is now perfectly clean.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna throw a rock at the door.
Alright, you do so. The door does not react.
Does the rock stick to the door and get eaten?
It does. It sticks to the door, and then after a second, it drops to the floor.
The mimics realise it's been found out.
This is your first challenge, getting through the door.
I do the same to the wall next to the door.
Throw a rock at it.
Yeah.
It does not stick to the wall.
Right,
It just immediately bounces off stone on stone.
right. Here we go. Is it like blocks of stone, like held together with mortar?
Have you got any experience with any sort of masonry in your character history?
Probably.
By any chance, are you a dwarf? 'Cause this is
I am the opposite.
one chance.
I am the opposite of a dwarf. But
This is
I'm basically going.
dwarves out there. This is your one chance to make that history check against masonry.
Dwarves.
I mean, I could blow the door open. Or attempt it.
Okay, you can do that while I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not a dwarf, but I imagine there's some sort of weird stone, so I can at least possibly make the check, but not have any bonus.
Give me a. You don't have any history with stones, so this would just be a flat insight check. Not insight, intelligence check.
Oh, this is gonna go great. That's actually
Let's
the
just see
same as
how well
history.
you are.
That's actually the
How
same as
broadly read you are.
that. It wasn't a
You
nat
know-
one.
So little about stone. You're not even sure if tower is made of stone at this point.
Guys, it's made of wood. Let's burn it down.
And Lou's like, okay, Eldritch Blast it is.
Were you gonna Eldritch blast the door?
Yes.
Alright, roll an attack.
16?
16 does hit. Let's just put it here. I need you. You've already rolled for damage. 10 force damage. And as you do so, the edge of the door reels away, revealing a snarling mouth. As you have angered the mimic door.
Bad door.
Roll
Oh.
for initiative.
Doesn't he have some more blasts he does?
He does a bunch of blasts, yeah.
Well, he gets the first shot off. Roll initiative and see if he gets high enough to continue his blast before the mimic inter attacks between his blasts. Wow.
I've got to get my character, but that is the initiative. Yay! Triple crit!
Wow.
Jamie, you forgot to click Alvina.
Yeah, I did, yeah. I'll click it again and re-add the...
Look at
2 nat 20s and 1 nat 1.
And then my next roll was also a 1, by the way, hilariously.
Yeah.
it's technically 2 nat ones.
Yeah.
Wow, today is
Okay.
going to be a very
Extreme!
polarizing day.
Kick the session off with 2 nats and both ends of the
4
scale.
nats. Technically
Yeah.
4 nats, so.
Yeah, 4 now.
Yeah, in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Not just throughout the night.
Let's have the eye occasionally make an appearance too. We've got a mouth, and we also need an eye. But let's see, that's everyone here. Fook, you actually seeing the mimic react, get to get an attack off before Lou is able to finish his second Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so.
What would you like to do?
Fuck you's gonna say, "Hey, I've heard you a song. It goes like this. You're a bitch." And he's gonna cast Vicious Mockery on it. So he needs to make a Wisdom save.
I'm gonna mock the
Make-
shit out of this door.
Oh, wisdom save. Oh wow, it actually has a positive wisdom. That's funny.
Wow.
13.
It fails. Oh, hang on. Does it fail? Just double check.
damn you.
I
Yeah,
think you got
fails.
14 or 15, right?
16 for the save.
Is it? Jesus.
Okay, and he takes 3.
Ideas
psychic
are allowed. I can't really do much, but ideas are allowed.
Alright. It seems to shake and vibrate as it takes the damage. Its form starting to kind of bubble and boil a little bit.
Okay, and then bonus action, I'm going to inspire Alvina.
Yay!
Nice. Alvina, it is your turn.
So that's a D8 you got.
A D8. Okay. Have I ever fought a mimic before?
They are pretty low-level standard monster in most dungeons, I would say yes.
Okay. Can I roll to see if I remember anything about a mimic?
Yeah, give me a history check. Or a nature check. Your choice.
Do I have anything in nature? Nope.
Let's see if you remember what you've read or heard, or if you actually remember fighting one of these.
Yes!
So tell us about your younger years when you're just a tier 1 adventurer and you stumbled into that room of just mimics. You learned so much about mimics that day. For example, you know that classic mimics tend to have a limited form, a limited reach, only 5 feet. So generally, if you just get away from a mimic and shoot at it, you'll be fine. The trick to mimic is an ambush tactic of not being near it. It's immune to acid and being prone.
And
apart from that, it's adhesive and can be escaped with a successful strength check.
Yep. And if you stab it, it sticks your swords to it, right?
Or
Yes,
whatever you're
it's
stabbing
adhesive.
with it.
Anything that touches it will be automatically grappled to it.
Yeah. That was the one. It's like, I think that happens, but I want to make sure. So yeah, Alvina is going to first of all disengage.
That is fair. All right, is that your turn? Anything else you can do in your turn?
I'm going to just use my free item interaction, and I'm going to pull out and prepare another one of those. Do you remember in the first session in the tutorial where I made a bag of red arcanite dust that blew up that random slime?
Mm.
I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to prepare that to throw it next turn.
That's fair. Then it is the Mimic Entrance's turn. And the Mimic Entrance's maw opens up. And suddenly, with a elongated whip-like tongue, a tongue of which you've never seen a Mimic possess before, it is going to shoot out towards Lou.
Towards Lou, okay.
Why?
It doesn't like them.
You shot it.
You also did
Because you
shoot
shot
it.
it first.
Not me.
Yep.
Great, it's opened its
For
mouth.
a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a look here. A 7 piercing damage as its tongue spikes at the end and pierces into your body, and you can feel it spiking out as it grapples you. And I need a strength saving throw as it pulls you towards it.
Eek.
As you are yanked forward towards it, and its maw begins to widen more and more into the black depths of its stomach, and suddenly it takes a massive bite against you. And as you are grappled, it will have advantage against you. For a 10 to hit,
Misses.
as you are able to just hold off its bite attack from taking a chunk of your body.
It's greatly
Uh,
appreciated.
That is its turn for now. Lou, it is now your turn. You are grappled. And I believe you're just grappled. You're just grappled. So you're not restrained or anything.
I'm gonna shock and grasp him.
Tase the door.
Ooh.
Yes. See if that'll
Hilariously,
let
I'm
him
pretty
drop me.
sure he still gets a dex check. So, yep. Or shock and grasp is also an attack anyway.
It's like the
Go ahead.
one lightning attack in the entire game that is not a dex save.
Go ahead and roll me your attack roll.
20.
20 hits. As it does 14 lightning damage. Oh, not that box.
Did I roll 20? There we go. It was like not loading up for me for some reason. Severe delay there.
Minus 14. It aches it as suddenly you see its body begin to inflate and then de-inflate, having taken and absorbed, or taken the damage. I gotta be careful of like keywords here, because absorb is actually a keyword.
Yeah, absorber's real bad.
Yeah. It's like, okay.
As
this
it
is
takes the damage. Lou, is that you? You are still
Contact.
grappled. It hasn't released you. Actually, you know what? Let's give it a Constitution check to see if it, because it's currently holding you by piercing and manipulating its tongue inside of you to create a hook. So let's see if it manages to maintain that concentration on that hook. Is it fails as its tongue actually shrinks back and comes out of you, de-grappling you, and you are able to run away.
I do so. It's like,
That's some good like
Jesus.
thematics to do with lightning
That hurt.
shocking the monster.
It's harpoon tongue.
You know, I've just realized I've essentially just made Venom or Carnage. That's what this
You made Carnage! You've made Carnage as a door!
Yeah. I've made the door version of Symbiote. Alright.
Guessing you're running that way. Or what way are you running?
He just vaults, fuck you.
Yeah.
However, on initiative 1, the slab above the door rotates inwards to reveal the metallic beholder's eye. As for layer action, I'm going to shoot you with metallic beholder. Alright, this.
In response, Avina goes, "Did you find him in the bathroom?"
Stop attacking my door!
I'm not attacking your door. I walked away from your door.
As I need all 3 of you to roll me a d10.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah.
And also, you note that a small... Because I actually changed the colors on this. It was maroon on the outer edge.
Mm.
A small maroon, or 3 small maroon tendrils come out of its upper eyelid and shoot off at you. Its main eye, just a dull teal color, not glowing as it previously was the day before when it absorbed the magic of the tiny cut. Let's have a look here. Let's go from bottom to top then. Fokyu, I need a Constitution saving throw. Alvina, I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Ah, shit.
And Lou, I need a Wisdom saving throw as well.
I'll take that. You know what? I'll take that.
Jesus.
Alright, Alvina, you succeed. The rest of you. So let's see.
Oh, God.
You had a 2. Yep. So you find yourself overtaken with paralysis for 1 minute. You may repeat the save at the end of your turn as suddenly your body begins to electrify under your own weight as you find yourself unable to actually move your muscles.
Mhm.
As for Lou, suddenly you no longer feel as if you've gotten a well rest, as your long rest is effectively drained from you and you fall asleep on the spot as you have befallen to the sleep ray.
Well, shit.
But that is all 3 as the slab above the door reverberates or switches again and the eye vanishes from sight, leaving behind a just stone panel. Fokyu, it is your turn. You are paralyzed. You may repeat the save at the end of your turn.
Okay, there's not much I can do for paralyzed, so I'll just make a con save.
Fortunately so.
For a 13.
A 13 does not make it, unfortunately.
Well, shit.
Alvina, it is your turn. You have successfully avoided the ray gun shooting at you. What would you like to do?
Well, Alvina noticed that the
The door is chuckling to itself.
Well, Alvina noticed that it shot its tongue out 15 feet, so she's going to back up to 20 feet. And she's going to take her little bag of essentially fire crystals that people apparently use for seasoning. In fact, Alvina probably uses it for seasoning. Aims for the thing's mouth and throws.
There's also an improvised arcane focus because it is Arcanite.
Yeah, I guess.
You do so. Go ahead and give me an improvised dex or strength attack because it's a thrown to see if you actually aim for the mouth correctly.
Strength. Because I don't get proficiency with bags, unfortunately. And they're not people. So.
They're not people.
People
You
are
got one proficiency.
bags.
You chose people. But you are able to, with sheer force of will, throw it in a straight line so hard there is 0 droppage as it just not only plunges into this thing's mouth, but whacks the back of its throat if it has a back of the throat. You know, we're not entirely sure how mimics feel. Pathology works. As let's see, this is spicy, so this is definitely a physical effect. You just threw a massive heap of spice. It's got a Constitution save. What is a mimic Constitution? It's got +2. Fun. A 4, as the mimic door could not handle the spice. It begins coughing and choking up, and it will be temporarily stunned. As it is now the mimic entrances. Alvina, did you have anything else you want to do for your turn? Any bonus actions or anything?
I'm gonna walk over to Lou and kick him. Get up! BAM!
Let me double check the wording. You might need to use an action to wake them up. If it takes damage or another creature takes an attack to wake it. So unfortunately, a object interaction kick won't be enough.
Fair enough. I have to really kick him. Sorry, Lou, if I kill you.
But that is your turn then. The Mimic Entrance attempts to have its turn, but is stunned for its duration as it coughs up the incredibly spicy red Arcanite seasoning you've thrown and chucked down its gullet. Lou, it is your turn. You are asleep. What are you dreaming about?
Feet.
Electric sheep.
Electric sheep with tentacles.
I would probably be dreaming about sort of planning on how to save my dear friend, the good doctor.
Very single-minded with your dreams, I approve.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Unable to reach you. Alright. That is your turn then. It is now another lair action. As the eye returns and echoing out of it. See, you can't do anything. I told you, your friend's not here. Leave me alone, or Cross is going to get really cross.
Tell Cross I said hi.
No, I don't know. You sure? Cross says, die in a hole? That's not very friendly to say.
She probably just woke up badly today.
Anyway, go away! As the eye vanishes from sight. Fuck you, it is your turn. Give me a save at the end of your turn.
Yep, let's do that then.
You're looking for a DC 16.
Hey!
As you make it, unfortunately it was at the end of your turn.
Yep.
So you'll have your turn next turn. Alvina, it is your turn. Fukyu is finally getting up from their paralysis, but Lou is still asleep, and the door is still choking on its spice mix. What would you like to do?
Lou, I said get up! And I'm gonna really jackboot him.
I should have given the door one at the end of his turn here. Yep, you can use an action to wake him up. Lou, you are now awake.
Like, what did you do that for?
The door coughing has come under control now. It's meant to do this at the end of its turn. Alvina, is that you using an action to wake up Lou?
Yeah, and she's also going to just to be safe, stand here.
That's fair. It is now the Mimic Entrance's turn, and he made his save at the end of his last turn to stop choking on this. You managed to gain a round to wake some people up. As the Mimic is going to shoot out its tongue at the closest individual, which would be Fukyu. This will be a +5 to hit. A natural 20 to hit Fukyu, having just come out of your paralysis.
Oh.
As suddenly your body is able to move as a spiked tongue pierces through your abdomen and pulls you forward. I need a strength saving throw after 14 piercing damage.
Damn mimics and their harpoons.
Damn mimics and their harpoons.
Oh,
Yep.
so we
They
found
are-
the thing. We found the thing that hurts the goblin. It's mimics.
Mimics.
The thing that hurts many goblins actually in campaigns, I've just realised.
No. A strength saving throw from the goblin, please. Oh, 14 piercing damage
That's
on
all.
a mimic is pretty good.
That's pretty
This
beat.
thing's only CR2.
Yeah.
Who knew giving him a ranged spike attack would be so effective?
Yeah. Just because I think
Yeah, we've
mimics
got
can
a-
normally, they can walk, right? They're just really slow.
They have like 15 foot. But I wanted this one to stay stationary, so I just gave it a ranged attack.
Yeah. It's a good combo.
We got a strength save from Fukyu. Is it still rolling? Is it dead?
He's dead. He had 14 health.
Was it rolling
Need to
for
know if
what,
I'm
Strength.
a strength save.
Strength save.
Yep. Need to know if it's pulling you towards its mouth or if I need to get another spike attack.
Probably will do. Oh, maybe not
16.
A 16 succeeds. You are not dragged forward.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Normally I assume that it missed the attack for the second one. What do I do when it's still in you? I guess it uses its second attack to try and do a contested grapple. It tends to reel in its tongue for the second attack.
Okay.
Let's see, what's its strength? Ooh, it's got a surprising amount of strength. For a 9 to try and reel you in.
Okay.
It's athletics?
It's-
Is
then?
it strength or acrobatics, did you say?
Because you are essentially pierced, I'm going to have to require athletics.
Athletics.
That makes sense. Hard to dodge this one.
There
yeah.
we go.
As you're able to really get your feet stuck into the ground here and actually stop it pulling you in. Hilariously, I think I found the flaw in the mimic.
Yeah.
Can't attack. Interesting. Maybe I'll just start pumping you full of poison or something. Lou, it is your turn. You are awake now, and the mimic's tongue appears to be preoccupied. What would you like to do?
Screw it, I'm gonna hit him again.
Shoot it.
Yeah.
Alright, go for it. A 27 hits, dealing 9 force damage. As that bloodies the door. You got a second attack?
Yes.
Another
27 again.
27.
Another 27. Ooh, 13 as you bring it down to single digits. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back a bit.
You can hide behind me.
Yes.
And
It's leapfrog.
on lair action 1, the eye returns above the door and echoing out, Stop damaging my door!
It started it.
Let us in then.
You dare defy the great bones!
No, just his door.
Take the eye of vengeance, the eye of death! Pew, pew, pew!
Do we have to pay for that?
As I need another D10 from each of you.
God damn it.
6.
Oh. It's bad.
I think 9 is
As
probably
Alvina.
worse.
I need a strength saving throw from Alvina.
Okay.
I need a dexterity saving throw from Lou.
This is where I get the bad roll. Yeah, I knew it.
And I need a dexterity saving throw from Fukyu as well.
Damn it.
Yeah. At least
No.
once again, one of us.
Alvina failed, Lou failed, and Fukyu manages to duck out of the way, even though they're grappled by a tongue. Does grapple impose disadvantage on a dex save?
I think
Is
it
that
does,
just
yes.
outside? I know it drops your speed to 0.
I actually don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I could see an argument either way.
He flicks the tongue up into the way.
It doesn't say that. Oh, the condition ends if the grapple is incapacitated.
Yeah, what is that?
Speed comes in compensation
What
with
the-
bonus. Condition ends if an
Here we go.
most grapple creature from the reach. Blah blah. It's hurled away during
No, it's fine. It does not say
No.
that you've disadvantaged a dex save.
Yeah, because normally it'd be
some
like
conditions that do.
yeah, normally it'd be like 2 people, so both of them are gonna try and dodge out of the way of the fireball. So I can totally see why it doesn't.
Cool. Alvina, for your failed strength check. Let's have a look here. It's going to telekinetically throw you. Ooh. Or lift you, actually, because it doesn't have to throw you. It is going to lift you 30 feet into the air.
This is weird.
All right, as it is going to... It is restrained by the ray's telekinetic grip until the start of its next turn or until it's incapacitated. Okay, so you are restrained 30 feet up into the air, watching down at your allies.
Good luck, guys.
And you will be thingied until the start of its next turn, where I will drop you. But that was Alvina. Lou, you failed a roll on 8.
Yes.
As you begin turning to stone and are restrained, you need to repeat the save at the end of your next turn, or else you are petrified until you are freed by the Great Restoration spell and other magical effects.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we
Alright.
have,
yourself.
yeah, I don't think we have anything like that. So
Yeah.
So Alvina and Lou are restrained. Fuck you, you're the only one who managed to get out of the way, even though you are grappled and holding on to this, or involuntarily holding on to this tongue of this mimic. What would you like to do?
Did I take any damage?
yeah.
Oh, I'm so used to these being all or nothing. Or take. That's because most of them are all or nothing. You did not.
I did not. Okay.
You managed to avoid a disintegration ray.
Oh, good.
Boom. I was about to say, fairly sure he said higher is worse, and if a 9's disintegration, what's 10?
It's just probably like
Second rate.
or something.
It could be. Oh, it could be
We'll
finger of
find out.
death. It could be finger of death.
Death beam. Right. So let's.
What would you like to do?
Yeah. I don't want to use that yet.
Store's looking pretty weak.
Yeah, okay. I am going to... Just say, you're still a bitch! And finish mockery again.
Alright, so wisdom saving throw from the mimic. A +1. That is a 13.
Misses or fails, so it takes 8.
Ooh, not quite enough to finish it off, I'm afraid.
That was max damage on it, but oh well.
As fuck you, if that's your turn.
Double check my bonus actions. I am going to give inspiration to Lou.
Oh shit! I just realised I had inspiration.
Yep.
And now you both do. Alvina, it is your turn. You are restrained and restrained 30 feet up from the ground. What would you like to do?
Is there any way I can break the restrain?
You'd think, by incapacitating the beholder, apparently, and that is all. However, the beholder has vanished from sight back into the tower.
Can I still attack while restrained?
Yep, it's just a disadvantage.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pull my bow and shoot the door.
You do so as you're pushing through these invisible force fields, squeezing you. You're struggling to get it, but you just manage to, as roll me an attack at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I've got it on roll disadvantages too. Public roll disadvantage. Nope. Didn't matter either way.
None on both sides.
You have a bardic inspiration if you'd like to. And
I
the mimic's
will.
AC is pretty low.
What is the bardic inspiration die?
D8.
There is a good chance here. Just Just don't roll a 1 or lower.
3.
Which brings it up to exactly 12, which is exactly a Mimic's AC.
Yay!
As you just hit using the inspirational words of fuck you. Make me a lovely picture.
Don't be a dick.
As with those words channeling through your head, you pull the bow up just a fraction higher and aim it straight into the back of the throat of this mimic with its 1 hit point left.
Yeah.
And the arrow pierces through the other side into the tower as the mimic gives a small shudder. Its tongue retracts from Fukyu's body and the door falls open into the tower.
Knock knock.
We're going to keep it on initiative for now.
Because Lou might be petrified and killed immediately.
Yep.
You got back.
As you peer into the door, there's movement from inside as the beholder moves away from the slot that opens up for it and starts to fly towards the center of the room and up above it, hovering 60 feet above the floor. That was Alvina's turn. You are still restrained.
Yeah.
The mimic entrance is dead now. Lou, I need I believe it's another dexterity save. Let me double check. Petrification.
I thought it was con after the first one.
Repeat the save at the end of the next turn. No, this is actually one of the great debates about most players will homebrew it as con.
Yeah.
It actually makes sense.
I'm gonna dodge my stone skin.
I will leave it up to Neil if you would like to make a dexterity or a constitution saving throw.
I'll go for the con.
Because I personally like the idea it should be
16.
con. 16 exactly makes the DC.
Yeah.
As you're able to push through and break the stone forming around you, as you're now able to move. And this was at the restrained. Repeat the save at the end of your next turn. No, you technically have a turn because you're only restrained. Would you like to do anything as you're breaking through? Your movement is 0 and you have disadvantage on attacking.
It's not really much I can do, I don't think.
That's fair. Then you can end your turn and break through the restraint. It is now the lair action as the beholder is going to hover up and wait for the party just outside of line of sight through this door.
Did it
See.
put me down?
Oh yes, at the beginning of its lair action, you fall 30 feet. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw as you plunge the 30 feet, unless you have any sort of feather fall or reaction or anything like that. I'll give you a chance to try and break your fall a little bit.
I can see it. Can I get advantage? Danger sense.
On the ground coming towards you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The floor is rushing towards you and you can't see it.
I mean,
I will allow
yeah,
this.
I mean, danger sense you would think it would trip out because you are in danger.
You are in danger of plunging.
Wow.
Face first. Unfortunately, I feel like that's not going to be enough.
Nah, yeah. Shucks, no.
As you attempt to break your fall, but Lou is actually right underneath you and hasn't moved yet because he was petrified. So you're trying to throw yourself away from Lou,
This could hurt.
or maybe you're
both of
throwing
us.
yourself onto Lou.
Yeah.
Either way, it's backfiring.
Definitely that.
That's what I'm saying, this could hurt both of us.
30 feet would be 3d6. You take 12 bludgeoning damage as you fall.
Do I miss Lou or?
I'll leave it up to you two how you want to roleplay that. There will be 0 damage to Lou though.
I want to land on Lou because it's funnier.
Lou, how do you respond as you see or hear Alvina falling towards you?
Shit.
Do you sidestep, letting them fall? Do you chuck them further down?
I hear Alvina obviously screaming, look up and like, oh fuck! And try to move.
And you successfully do so as Alvina face plants the ground.
Ow!
He's like, do you mind? You almost hit me there.
Fuck you, I believe you made the save. Yep, nothing's happening to you. What would you like to do? This metallic beholder appears to just be floating above the floor, waiting.
Metallic beholder.
It was
Yeah,
metallic
it was a
last
construct.
time as well.
Yeah, it's a construct.
And it's 60 foot up, you said?
Oh yeah, it's hovering.
I'm concerned by those words.
Yeah. In that case,
Oh wait, I think I know what you're gonna do.
I'm just trying to think what song would fit this.
They don't need no water, make the motherfucker burn.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, but say if there's anything else I can think of, it'd be that one, right?
That's not what I was thinking.
It was either going to be that or it's getting hard in here.
Yeah, I think I know what he's gonna do. So
And I'm going to cast third level heat metal at it.
yeah.
All right. It just automatically. I've had this interaction before. I'm pretty sure the result is it just default fails.
Yeah.
Let me remind myself what heat metal.
Hot in the tower tonight.
Yeah.
Heat metal, one of the best spells in situations like this in an entire game.
Didn't mean to do the second roll.
You double cast it because you're secretly a sorcerer.
Okay, it's disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn. It can't drop it because it's literally its body. And it doesn't. The Constitution says only for dropping it. Yep, it just fully takes it. Alright, roll me damage. What was that, 15?
So, no, it was the
13.
13.
Oh, okay. There's one above it, right?
Yeah.
Let me check if I gave it anything against fire. I don't think it depends on which form it's in. It defaultly does its adamantine form. It is not resistant to fire in that. Cool, so I take it. Alright. And it takes 13 fire damage. And it's disadvantage on attacks and ability checks from now on. While you're at least concentrating on the heat metal.
Yep. Then... Yeah, can't really do any other bonus actions at the moment. Actually, no, I'm going to bonus action hide.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because if it can't do anything, it can't.
Yeah,
Mm.
it probably can see me anyway.
He can't see you, it knows you're there though.
I'm technically behind a wall, so
Yeah.
you can see through it.
Alvina, then, it is your turn.
Okay, Alvina's gonna do what Alvina does. And make a grand entrance by just running forwards. At 45 feet. And she is going to...
The good thing for you, Neil, is all you need's line of sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lou would not have line of sight unless they got to the door.
Yeah.
Because it's 60 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna shoot it, I guess.
Alright, go for it.
16? Probably not.
Now, is this a magical longbow?
Nope. This is my normal longbow.
Then it has resistance to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage. It doesn't actually matter if it's magical.
No, it just is.
It's just resistance. Alright. But it's in its adamantine form with an AC. That does not hit. That's just the one attack I'm looking at. Yeah. 16 does not hit.
Okay, I'll shoot it again. At least keep it distracted. At least keep it distracted.
Is that you? Take away
Yeah.
the mimic entrance.
Hi there.
Then, Lou, it is your turn. You cannot currently see the beholder. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna walk up to the door.
Alright, that's fair. 10, 20, 30. You exactly have enough movement to get
There's
there.
the door.
Yep. You can now, as you peek your head in through the doorway, see the beholder 60 feet up.
And I'll Eldritch Blast it.
And then I pulled out my gun.
For 26.
26 hits. It has nothing against force damage in this site, so it takes it. There are 13 force damage. All right, go ahead and roll me a second attack. Ooh, a
Bam!
nat 20.
For less-
Unfortunately, with its adamantine form,
It's fine, it got less damage than the original hit anyway.
it'll just take the regular amount of damage.
7.
7.
Lou, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Let's have a look. Is that an action? Pretty sure it is. Okay. Yeah. Fair. Then on its turn. Also, when does heat metal actually take effect? Is
Good
it
question.
on your turn? Oh, you can use a bonus action? Okay. Yeah, so you have to use a bonus action to do so. In that case, on its turn, the metallic beholder's large teal eye begins to open and begins to light up as you can see the magic from the heat metal spell spinning around it as it is going to use absorb mana. And it is going to absorb the energy of the heat metal spell, effectively dispelling it and absorbing the energy into itself as its eye begins to glow and pulse with magic. But that was its action to do so. Fuck you, it is your turn as you feel the magic drained from your very soul. You're no longer concentrating on heat metal. What would you like to do?
In that case... Still 60 foot up. Is it still 60 foot up or is it come
Yep. Yeah, there's no need to come down. There's 120 foot range on this. Beams.
I have an idea, but it's like a bit too high up for me to do it.
In that case, I'm going to come into the room. So that's fine.
Can you bring it down like 40 feet? I don't think I can do what I want to do for 60
yeah,
foot.
I've not got anything. Well, maybe. No. It's out of range of that.
What would you like to do, Fukyu?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
You can take the dodge action now if you need more time to think.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna strum on the guitar and say, "You're gonna be thunderstruck." So, casting Shatter on it, it needs to make a con save. Not that great roll.
Does not have proficiency in con, but it has to have a high modifier.
Oh,
Yep. That succeeds, so it'll take 5 thunder.
5 thunder takes it. Alright, and is that you?
Yeah, that's gonna be me.
Alright. Then at the end of your turn, the metallic beholder uses one of its legendary reactions. As I need Lou to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
could be worse.
14.
It's unfortunate you failed, as using one of its eye rays, it grabs you by telekinesis. Would you like to do anything before I continue?
Yes.
Do you still have
I
your-
will speak to my god.
I was gonna say, do you not still have your inspiration? Or did you?
You have inspiration still, yeah.
You have a D8.
You need to roll at least a 2.
Don't roll
I
a 1.
was gonna use my pact boon and
Well,
roll
you
a
could-
d4.
Neil, you
Oh.
could use the inspiration and also use your pack boon if you still don't go over.
If you roll a 1,
alright.
yeah.
I'll use my inspiration. It's d8.
Yeah.
Yep. Just don't roll a 1.
Yep,
Five.
you're
You're
good.
not. As you manage to push off and hold out against telekinesis, Alvina, it's your turn.
Okay. Are there any, like, footholds or things like that on the walls? Basically, I want to see if I can jump onto it, but it's really fucking high up right now. Is there anything I can
Ooh.
vault off?
Nothing conveniently that wouldn't be a high athletics check. There might be some slight edges. The tower is pretty decayed and worn away and isn't completely smooth. But you see only the 4 doorway entrances and then maybe some very hard handholds on the walls.
So,
It would be possible, but it would require a high athletics check.
I'm fine with trying that, honestly.
Then run to one of the walls and start climbing.
Okay, she's gonna get angry first.
It is also slightly more centered, as you can see here, back towards the back of the tower. So, you honestly, if you want to try and leap that distance, you're probably better off going towards the north side of the tower and climbing it.
Yeah. Can we make the electric check this turn, or is it next turn?
That depends on when you get to the wall.
Okay.
What's your movement?
45.
You run.
I can actually make it to the wall.
Yeah, you can get there and start climbing this turn.
Yep. So I'm gonna make the electric check next turn then. So I won't rage yet then.
Yep. Then,
She's gonna dash actually then up the wall.
yep, that makes sense. Go ahead and give me that athletics check to see how high you get up. More importantly, if you're actually able to get off the ground.
24.
Oh, easily. You practically make your own handholds. How much movement did it take to get there, and how much extra movement do you have?
It takes me 40 to get there, so I've got 50 left with a dash.
You will still have the penalty for climbing, so half of that, so 25 then up you can get.
Yep.
As you climb 25 up. Alright, at the end of your turn, let's have a look here. The metallic beholder, analyzing what you're doing here, is actually going to attempt to tear you off the wall with a strength save.
Okay. 17.
17 succeeds, as it is unable to tear you out of the wall.
You can't get a wood elf that's climbing up things.
Lou, it is now your turn.
Like very aggressive squirrels.
I am going to bonus action first, and then an action.
You can do either.
You can go either order.
Just depends on what your bonus action's doing for you.
If you're gonna hex it, then yes.
Yeah, always hex
Yeah,
it first.
yeah. I'm going to cast Hex. And
And shoot it.
what would be the best ability to take off? Wisdom?
Con maybe? Because fuck you seems to have a
Thought
lot
they
of
would
like.
have been high in wisdom.
It depends on what fuck you's got really, because like what spells he'd like to use. It could be. There's a few things it could be. Like strength ain't a
Alright,
bad
that's
one.
Deal extra 4 necrotic damage if you hit it.
Yeah.
And
I know. Fuck you. What do you think? What should he hex?
so I thought the beholder would be wise.
Maybe,
Oh,
but,
yeah, but this only affects ability checks, right?
I think it's saving throw as well, isn't it? Oh, actually, do strength, because I'm going to hopefully grapple it.
Choose one ability when you cast the spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just checks, so just strength. There's nothing else really. It doesn't concentrate on anything.
Yeah, do strength, because I'm going to hopefully grapple it. Or I'm assuming it's going to end up being grappled for that. That's from what I'm trying to do. Or I'm going to plummet to my death.
Strength
Quite possibly.
is...
Alright, go ahead and do your action then.
Fuck.
Ah.
$16.
16 does not hit, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Go ahead and do your second attack. And then at the end of your turn...
That was a second.
Well, second. Unfortunately, both miss. Is that you?
You've got
Move over a
movement.
bit.
Yeah, he got movement. You can get in the door just in case they do anything that does that, or you can stay
Yeah.
outside in case something like blows the room up.
Get over there.
Yeah. Alright, well, if that's you,
Yeah.
at the end of your turn, Albina, I need another strength save as it tries to telekinesis you.
Stop trying to get me off the wall. Oof.
Oh!
Would you like to do anything before I announce the results?
I don't think I have something for that, unfortunately.
Are you raging?
No, because I didn't rage.
No. Decided against it.
Yeah, so I could get up the wall further and bits and bobs. Yeah, don't have anything I can do.
Alright. Then it tears you out of the wall and pulls you center stage with its 30 feet of telekinetic movement. And just leaves you hanging there. Then on its turn, it begins rising up further into the air another 60 feet. So it's hovering 120 above the ground. And it turns to orient its eye down at the ground. As suddenly its eye begins pulsing with more magic. And you can see it draining more mana from around the tower into it as these flows of energy whip through the walls and the cracks, finding any gap in the porous masonry to reach the metallic beholder. And as it does so, it shoots a massive teal ray at the floor as a concussive wave implodes. And I need Fukyu and Lu to give me a strength save against the sudden vacuum in the center of the room as they are dragged towards it.
Nope. Natural 0.
Yeah,
Wow,
natural
natural
0.
No.
How did you roll a 0 on the die? That's impressive.
Having a -1 and getting a 1.
That's a
That's
natural.
not natural then. That's a modified.
That's an
zero.
unnatural 0.
Unnatural 0. As you are all dragged towards the center of the room, the floor begins to disintegrate as suddenly in a flash, the floor vanishes, leaving behind a massive tunnel of just pitch blackness that is beyond your 60-foot dark vision for those that have it. As you all begin tumbling down into the blackness, Alvina included, as the telekinesis is released manually by the beholder, and you all plummet to your death. Or so we believe, but we'll find out in a couple moments as we switch back in time to the night before to find out what happened to Dr. Zormir.
Heart attack.
Yes, you guys have fallen down into the dungeon beneath the tower, and we'll get to you in a bit.
Alright.
As you'll need you have a bunch of options as to how to save yourself from the spikes below. I give some thought to that. As
Grab
we flash
both
back
of
to
them and
the
put them
previous
in.
night, to one Dr. Zamir in his room, having successfully, retired there, following the little medium-sized beholder that now just sits at your door.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Zamir, how do you get ready for a long rest?
Well, last night I was fixing the bed, so it was a little more
Oh,
comfortable
yeah.
Yeah.
with my tools. And basically, well, I've not done any of this until the following morning, but I'm preparing different spells in the morning.
Well,
But-
we'll come back to that in a second, because
Yeah.
your morning circumstances might change here.
Yeah. I basically have the gun sitting next to me, and I'm cautious, so it's not exactly the best sleep I'm gonna get, because I'm just kind of thinking, what the hell is this thing? I don't like this. I don't like this being shut in here. And that thing was very strange. I don't like what Death said. I think it was Death.
It was Cross and Bones, so probably Cross.
Oh,
You were talking about
Cross. I think I don't like what Cross said last night. Well, just a little bit ago.
They seem to have taken a particular interest in the fact that you're an artificer.
Mm.
But yes, as you find yourself in your room filled with scraps and furs and this little hot tub that you could wash up in and this very put together improvised bed, you do eventually manage to get some form of sleep if you want that long rest.
Yeah.
And as you do so, partway through the night, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Assuming against like sleep or something to keep you slumbering while they move you, so you have a chance to wake up. The attempt to...
I knew it! I knew it!
Shush you.
The amount of nat ones thing on it is ridiculous.
The fates agree with my story here, so
Yeah.
we're definitely getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
As you do not wake up during the transport process.
Mhm.
Very heavily sedated by gas filling into your room, a magical concoction, seemingly the beholder's sleep ray,
Mhm.
bouncing around in a gas-like form for some reason. As you awaken the next morning, having gotten a very lovely long rest, on a pile of hay in the top left of the map.
Okay.
Are we in a bag of intestines?
As you find yourself coming to with much harsher light, there appears to be torches on the wall. Your little corner is dim,
Mhm.
as there are wooden walls all around you, unfamiliar to you, and a caged door in what appears to be a cell.
Mhm.
What would you like to do? This is your segment of the split party story we're starting with. Until you guys find each other.
Like I said, I start preparing some different spells, seeing my situation, go, oh, god damn it. I'll need this, and maybe this, and,
Awesome. And do you need anything to prepare your spells?
It's armor. Doesn't your armor count
Oh.
as your focus?
Yeah, but
Like-
you don't need anything like a spell book or anything like that for an artificer. You can just prepare your spells.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is because your armor counts as your
Focus, yeah.
focus, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if you've still got your armor, you're good.
Yeah.
That's a good
they
question.
can't-
Did you wear your armor while you were sleeping?
Yes. Because he was paranoid of this place. He wasn't sure about this place, so he didn't doff his armor at all.
And what kind of armor do you wear?
Light, isn't it?
I am wearing currently right now. Let me see.
Is it mithril?
I am-
yours?
Mithril plate.
It's cushioned plate.
Which cannot be removed because I am the specific one that can wear it, unless I actually doff it or you kill me.
Because it's basically power armor.
Interesting.
You don't get a level of exhaustion, but if you had exhaustion, you don't recover it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird and cool because armor is awesome, but very complicated.
I didn't have any exhaustion.
Yeah.
No, you got a good night's rest.
You're uncomfortable, but not terrible, right? Sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only regain a quarter of your spent hit die. Sleeping with light armor has no adverse. Okay, I only care about the heavy one. Yeah, so you just don't get your exhaustion back, and you only get a quarter of your hit die back. So do you remember if you'd spent any hit die previously? / did you reclaim all of them? Because you get less hit die if you want to sleep in your armor. So here's your choice.
I didn't spend any hit die because I don't think we took any short rests.
I think you had one. Yeah, you had one after you'd first arrived because you were unconscious for a couple hours.
It didn't matter for us because we had max health reduced. So, you probably didn't have
I can imagine you probably didn't. That's fine. Because I remember there were side effects, but I assumed they were slightly more adverse than this. Huh.
They toned them down in 5e. In every other edition, they've been a lot worse, but 5e they made them. This isn't too bad.
Start to feel sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's all I needed to know is that was your choice. You could sleep in your armor, which is entirely reasonable given the creepy nature of this tower. Cool.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, you still have your armor, and nothing prevents you from doing any of your morning rituals.
Mm-hmm.
As you do so, are you mumbling to yourself? Are you calling out? Is there a reason for me to bring in your cellmate who might overhear you? Gotta get some roleplay going.
I would be a bit sort of thinking out loud a bit with, well, if I use this spell, then maybe know that. Yeah. And just hit the bar because I'm this frustrated on the situation. I knew I shouldn't have stayed here.
You're swearing and calling out about your severe hatred of vampires.
In every language he knows.
As you do so, 2 cells down from you, a voice perked up. But by my father, is somebody there?
Oh, fuck no.
No, you're hearing things.
Zormir.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me? If you're a simpleton, say hi.
I hear you, and I'm going to shoot you if I get near you.
Where?
Well, I do say that attitude seems to have come out of nowhere. We've only just met each other.
I know you, you dick.
Fuck you, Junior.
You can't know me. I've only been here for a couple hours. Well, I think it has actually been a night, hasn't it?
Shout
it's hard
out
to
his-
tell down here.
Shout out his name.
Junior, I still am after you after killing my mentor. If you don't think that I recognize your dumb-ass voice, just you wait until I get to you.
Do you still have your revolver on you? Just shoot him.
Well, you can't actually see him. There are wooden walls in between your cells. There's only the cage doors looking out into the room.
That's only wood. You've got a gun.
Yes.
It is only wood.
I have an antimatter rifle.
Which matters.
It might matter.
Was your antimatter rifle connected to your armor, or could that be like across the room in a pile of your stuff?
That's why I assumed the pistol, the antimatter rifle, a bit much.
Yeah, the
It's like
antimatter rifle.
Robocop.
Yeah, they would have saw the antimatter rifle sitting next to me because I was sleeping with the gun sort of ready for.
You had it aimed at the door.
I was not sleeping
Easy.
easy. So them forcibly making me sleep, yes, that gun will be gone.
All right, gonna make this somewhat of a challenge for you to get out. It is a breakout scene, so anything that can have been removed from you is going to be in that little red X on the table or in the broken table across the room from you.
Yeah, that's what power
Gonna
fists.
earn your freedom.
That's what power fists are for, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. So,
You were
Yeah, you want
turning
to
into
smite your fist, that's
Saw,
fine.
so
Well, come on now. We've not gone to any of the traps or anything yet. It's not quite so.
Oh,
It's just your simple jailbreak.
I'm sure by the pit of spikes we're about to land in that we're about to meet some of the traps in this area.
Yeah, no, you guys are going to find the traps first.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
But
so
calling out to you in what would be one of his secondary languages? There's no like undead language. Let's go.
What's the Underdark language? That'd probably be a decent one.
I speak deep speech.
Underdark.
It's actually called
Underspeech.
Underspeech. Yeah, that one.
I speak deep speech
I'll
in
go like that.
Celestial.
Calling out to you in an underspeech. Do you recognize underspeech?
I speak deep speech in Celestial,
Yeah.
as well as
Unfortunately,
common.
that's not underspeech.
Undercommon. That's what
No,
it is.
no.
Undercommon.
Undercommon. That's it.
Yeah.
Underspeech doesn't sound right.
Underspeech is like that sounds.
I didn't say undercommon.
Did you? We did not hear you.
Calling out an undercommon, kind of switching between that and a broken form of common. Yeah, no, speak common.
No sprechen Sie common.
With a very bad Duragard accent.
I'm gonna send my little amber homunculus out across to the room, and I may need my stuff. Can you go collect that for me? Or
send
it would
in,
actually
or
be
Can he
or
be
it
in
would
the pile of stuff?
Yeah, we'd be
Yeah.
in the pile. You're like, come over here, give me my gun.
Oi, homunculus, wake up! Bring me my stuff.
bring me my stuff.
He does so. He just boots up, grabs your stuff, jumps off the broken table, and starts waddling over to you with it.
Mhm.
You're supposed to go, hey, homunculus.
It flies over. It is not walking on the floor.
Oh yeah, keep forgetting it flies.
Because the floor is lava.
The floor is trapped. Quite possibly.
Also,
It does so as it starts handing you stuff through the bars in the cage.
is there a horse in the jail?
I assume you have nothing that seems unreasonable to fit through a bar in a cage.
Yeah.
Imagine your standard jail door. I'll let you decide what can and cannot fit.
I've got an antimatter rifle, a multi-purpose tool, hand axes, javelins, revolver.
That's fine. I don't
Thieves'
need a
tools.
list. I just need you to decide and do the role
Is
play.
it
Send them
anything?
the entire inventory.
Other than the bag, if it was full, nothing's really gonna not fit through.
That's fine. So after some time, it easily hands you through everything, kind of doing the occasional jigsaw of like kind of orient it so that the thin side is going through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just imagining it handing it to you with like the gun horizontal, just smacking against the bars until you tell it to turn it.
Bam! Like the dog
Go
with
on,
a stick.
go on.
Has anyone seen that
Yeah.
meme?
Little homunculus with a stick. Try to get it through the cage.
Thank you. Now to deal with this damn lock.
Sorry, I was waiting for some instructions about how you were going to deal with it.
Because I've got proficiency with thieves' tools, and I've got a multi-purpose
Oh, okay.
tool.
Oh, I thought you were gonna just shoot.
Multi-purpose
it.
Yeah, I was just assuming you were going to shoot it. I was going to have to figure out if it had any magical protections or not. Go ahead and give me a lockpicking check if you're lockpicking it.
Yeah. What was that? This sleight of hand with?
It's a thieves' tool.
Do you have proficiency in sleight of hand?
I've got proficiency in thieves' tools.
That's fine. Proficiency in sleight of hand would have given you advantage. Then just a dexterity check with proficiency.
Right.
It's the job of every cop to know how to get out of his own nick, according to Vimes. So this works.
15.
Does that add my proficiency as well?
If it's thieves' tools, it's just a thieves' tools check, which is proficiency.
So that would be...
Oh, is the sleight of hand already adding proficiency?
No, it's just
No.
adding...
It's an 18.
Cool. Then 18...
19.
19?
Ooh, 19.
19.
Oh, yeah, with
Because
plus...
it's a +1 tool.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Magical thieves.
Then with your magical thief skills, they're resistant against breaking. Much more
Yeah.
durable. Then, yeah, you are more than able with a 19 to unlock that as suddenly the cage swings open, allowing you access to the rest of this, what it seems to be storage area / jail cell. There is a broken table with stuff, a horse mannequin just standing at the side of the room. Nobody's asked about the horse.
I did! I asked, is that actually a horse?
It is a horse mannequin.
Okay. He's like, why have they just got a horse in here? Also, did Junior not like his lunch?
Who knows?
I am basically going...
Shoot the horse.
Well,
Shoot the
I'm
horse. Horse.
gonna cautiously walk up to Junior's door and
You
sort
see
of...
him standing there calmly. I don't suppose we can talk about this like gentlemen.
After what you did? No.
The one.
But before you kill me, you're in a strange dungeon,
Mm-hmm.
and I won't go down easily.
The one person that might not listen to reason with this character is the one in the prison cell with...
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Also, we don't know what happens if you kill me here. Traditionally, I would return to my crypt. So if anything, you might actually just set me free if you kill me.
We're in another dimension. How does that work? His crypt isn't enough for plane. He either teleports him back or he just dies.
He has no idea, but it's the best gamble he's got. Just saying, I could help you get out of here. You know, just temporary truce. Once we're both out, we can kill each other freely.
Like civil people.
Like
Civil
civil.
people. We could do stakes at dawn.
Insight check.
Yes, stakes at dawn.
No, he's lying. He's a vampire.
It's not to see if he's lying. It's an insight to check to see how nervous he is.
Ah,
Give me an insight check.
he's
He
calm.
Very.
Pretty cool as a cucumber. He seems to be in charge. He's convinced that you can't kill him.
Put it to the test. Shoot him.
Shoot him.
I also like that Junior hasn't just ripped the door off for some reason.
Oh!
Without him actually noticing, I think, with that sleight of hand check, the door opens.
Holy crap! I didn't even see that check.
A 27 natural 20 is pretty good.
The door swings open.
Move your ass. If you even think of betraying me, I will shoot you down.
Yes, certainly. And as we've already met, you know, I already know your name, but do you have a preferred nickname I should call you now that we are temporarily friends?
How about you just call me your jailer?
Yes, well, I don't know, it seems rather unquaff, but okay, fine.
Unquaff?
Unquaff.
Not uncouth, okay.
He's a posh vampire.
You know, he
right?
pretends to be posh. That's why he's unquaff. He's read it, but he's never heard it said.
So are we, shall we get going, or do you want to look around the place and have a look to see what's inside these containers here? There seems to be broken artifacts. By the way, where are we?
We're in a tower run by a mad little puppet and his
Lich friend.
possibly an undead thing. I don't know what they were.
Oh no, he's definitely a lich. You could smell it off him. It's all in the breath.
I knew
You know, and the fact that he doesn't breathe.
I knew it.
Ah. And
No, I got to that. I've met those two. I meant here. Have you seen the night sky? Everything's broken. We're definitely not in
Yes.
Alterra anymore.
I already noticed that. It was your damn bomb, I think.
Well, I can't help it if roguish adventurers come in and destroy my detonation.
I told
not
you that
my-
wire wasn't in the right place.
Well, we can have a theoretical argument about how to construct a platinum copper arcanite bomb some other time. Jeez, you just want to settle to damnation for all of eternity, and then suddenly, boom, you're in. What is this? Some sort of sub-demi-plane or something?
I have no clue.
I've studied the damnations. It certainly doesn't look like one of the divine planes. And also, none of my sending spells are working here. Either that or none of my family are picking up. No, definitely the former.
Yes, I don't think your family's gonna listen to you after that botched explosion.
Oh please, it's for the betterment of the of the planes.
And what
Anyway,
way,
are you-
lunatic?
Well, I'm not discussing this with you. You're the enemy. Let's go.
I thought
Just
you
better,
wanted.
alright?
I thought you wanted to, in the classic adventurers sense, loot the room. I don't see
What?
you having all your gear like me. You look underprepared, idiot.
Ah, but see, that's the difference in our intelligence level. I can utilize anything around me at my disposal with my vast knowledge. Looting is for poor people. Let's go, shall we? Unless you need to collect more baubles.
No, I have this, and I point at the gun at him. Move.
Oh, yes, yes. Has to use a ranged gun. How sophisticated. Why are the doors broken? Weird. As
Well-
you move out, you go past a vast array of items behind jail cells. Large vats and chests and more crates with those strange symbols you've previously seen of the various factions. It seems like this is a collection of raw materials and other salvage that has yet to either be sorted or has already been sorted. It's hard to tell, given you don't recognize most of it. Oh yeah, I'm not sure guild is.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
dark.
You can see, I can't. But I can see because of dark vision.
Alright, well, oh, this is lovely. Look, they've got some strange yellow cabbage-like flowers.
It's called coleslaw.
Oh, yes. Well then, where to, Mr. Jailer? Now you're leading the charge here. Oh, look, they've got more rubble. This place is so just scattered with rubble.
It was a very bad cart accident there by the sounds it looks of it.
Do you smell that? It smells like soil and greenery.
Really?
Mm.
Really?
Do I look like a druid to you?
Well, I'm just saying that I can smell the Underdark around here. What do you do with that knowledge is up to you. I plan on getting out of here.
What do you mean we're under the Underdark?
No, it's definitely getting stronger around here. Oh well, I'm sure it's nothing. Are you coming? Or do you want to explore some?
I'm going to see if there's anything useful here. And I'm going to loot the room. But
As the Munchkins do.
don't wander off.
No, of course not. I would never dream of wandering with this. After all, I may need a fresh body to throw in the pit. I joke! Stop pointing the gun at me now.
I stop pointing this at you once we're out of here. But I want to investigate the room.
Alright, give me an investigation check. Junior just leans against the wall, just, finging with his nails, picking with his fang at one of them. All right. As you look around, it seems that this is looks like the scrap of some makeshift carts. Anything useful has already been removed from it, probably put into the locker rooms. But as you get to the northeast segment of the room, this heap of rubble, you start to notice that you can actually start to smell what Junior was referring to as you get closer. As you start moving some of the rubble away, it actually reveals a small burrow in the hole in the back of it. Let me actually reveal this. And there seems to be a low 3-foot tunnel leading out of this room.
Junior, move
Yes?
your arse over this way.
I'm sorry, I'm wearing velvet and silk. I'm not crawling through that. I would rather die. You can just shoot me now if that's your intent.
Okay.
Start
You
crawling.
you No, let me say this again. Your kind, the lower classes, might be okay rummaging through the soil and the dirt, but I prefer to be clean, and I've not had a bath since 2 nights ago.
Well, your choices are wander around here aimlessly and by yourself, or move through that hole.
Why don't you go first and tell me if there's an exit that I care about? I'd hate to go crawling through it only to see that it was pointless.
You first. Still pointing the gun at him.
He does not budge. He stares back at you. He seems to be really resistant about this point. Well, go on, fire, and I'll rip your throat out before you get a chance.
Shoot his leg.
Break his legs. Are we going with the strategy? You can tell Zorm is the police officer of the group, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, if you're worried about your being rummaging in the dirt, then I'm gonna cast that on him. Enlarge
Constitution
reduced.
save?
But see, I cast a con save at him.
I cast enlarge reduced on him.
Large reduce on him. What is his constitution saving throw?
Pretty good as a vampire, right?
It's got +4. He fails.
Oh!
And he shrinks down to half his size.
Unfortunately, I don't have the grid in such a way that I can actually do that. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put.
It was more for the theater of the mind.
Small
For that.
vampire.
What's a small symbol? We're gonna do a little warp here. Here we go. He's now. I like this one actually. Ah! As suddenly Junior begins shrinking down to a small size version of himself as he looks up at you in a slightly higher pitched voice. Hey, what? This is rather uncivilized. You don't just shrink somebody without their permission.
Well, now you can't worry about getting dirty if you can walk through the damn tunnel. Now
All right,
move.
fine. But if there's no exit through here, I'm going to bite you.
You'll try.
And I'll succeed, scoundrel. Just stick close. I might need to throw you in the way if there's something dangerous. As you guys head through, you come out into a massive, or a reasonably sized cavern, still quite low down, only 4 to 5 foot high in some places, of a tangled mess of vines and branches and this bubbling orange and white mushroom grove. And strewn throughout the vines, you see are bones of various creatures. What would you like to do?
Alvina's been here.
Do you recognize any of this? Give me 2 seconds.
That's right. Then we'll take this opportunity then to switch back to the other party. as after all, Zormir had a slight sleep in, and now we can actually get back to alternating views. As we return back to the other party as they plunge through the darkness, as below you you can see some lights begin to materialize, and as soon as you are within range of vision, you can see just a web of spikes beneath you. What would the party like to do? You've had a couple seconds falling to think about it. This dungeon appears to be quite deep underneath the tower.
So as soon as the light appears, I can see everything in there. Otherwise, we're really fucked because it's over a mile down.
Yes.
So, do I see those things around the edges?
The gargoyle heads inside the walls?
Oh, the gargoyle heads, so they're made of rock. Or they look like they're made of rock, at least.
Yes, they are shooting out flames periodically.
So I'm not going to land on one of those.
No, currently you are aiming for this massive pile of spikes in the center of the room.
Okay, Alvina's going to try and throw her weight to the side of one of the walls. Take both her swords out and just try and slow her descent with the two magic swords, just stabbed into the wall.
Now, let's see, you were pretty center when you begun falling. Have you got anything that can push your momentum towards the walls? Because currently you're falling down the center.
Brute strength and... what else have I got?
Would you like to grab one of your party members to use them as a counterweight as you throw yourself off them?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Alright, who will be your victim and who would like to go along with this plan?
Lou's bigger. So it's more likely to work.
I was just gonna polymorph.
Yeah,
So
definitely
as
Lou.
Alvina starts to come towards you and tries to grapple you, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna polymorph into a giant eagle and try to grab those two.
That works.
That's fair.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'm gonna need... You're falling pretty fast. You will have very few times to do this, so I'm gonna need some form of check to see how quickly you can do it. The actual casting is fine, but let's give you...
Dexterity.
I guess a dexterity check?
Can we
Let's do it. Let's do it. A dex save.
Can we seeing it earlier give us a couple more turns? I can shout out to
How
the party.
much earlier? What was your range of your vision?
1 mile.
And also, does your dark sight extend to the range of your vision?
No, but you said there was light. So basically, as soon as the light appears, I can see it.
Okay.
Essentially. So whatever that would be. So I'm assuming it's closer down. It's not actually my full vision, but it's going to be at least to give us maybe a little bit extra headway.
I'll give you all a full round. 500 feet, it seems like a good distance for some... It's particularly dim light, it's not too strong. And you also fall at like 500 foot apace anyway.
Oh yeah, dim light doesn't give me disadvantage as well.
Oh, nice.
Eagle
That'll
vision.
matter. I've really been around with the lighting in this dungeon.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, is it a dex check from Fuck You or from us?
Let's do a acrobat. No, athletics.
cool with
A dexterity check.
I'm cool with acrobatics.
Let's just do a flat dexterity check for Fukyu, and then acrobatics for the rest of you to try and hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or try and like get your grapple around it, because Fukyu's going to be doing all the heavy lifting here, but you actually have to make it easier on them.
Oof.
Acrobatics.
Alvina's trying her
see-
plan and hasn't realised that he's doing it.
See if you're actually helping Fukyu here, if you're just twisting and turning as you're falling. Can you steady yourself? So Lou's managing to steady themselves pretty well. Alvina's still trying to like swim in midair, try and grab one of you to push off of, and it's just twisting and turning, making it hard for Lou to actually, for Fukyu to actually grab on. But with the dexterity, I think that's fine. How heavy are the two of you? Also, what was the strength score of the monster you're turning into?
So the
Okay.
strength score is 16, so it can't carry that much.
Then I'm going to need a strength check from Fukyu as well, as you hold on to them.
16 times 15 times 2 is pretty good.
It's pretty good. I'll make it a low DC, but let's see if this is also the kind of the first time you're really doing something like this.
480 pounds is your character capacity.
400.
Ooh, fuck.
Ooh. So unfortunately, because of the weird, awkward angle that you were clutching at Alvina because she was just struggling and moving about in the air, you unfortunately don't have the strength to grapple both of them, just because of the quick nature of this and the awkward angles and everything. I will let you hold on to Lou, but unfortunately your grip slips just enough with Alvina's wriggling that you actually lose grip of her as you're about to hit the floor.
Okay.
Alvina, would you like to do anything to save yourself last moment?
Yeah, she's gonna try her plan of just stab the wall.
All right, give me an athletics check here to see how much you pushed against Fukyu as you were wrangling to kind of use him as a leverage to push yourself off. So this is another reason why Fukyu could not hold on to you. Because you fucking yeet yourself away from them. As Fukyu, I need a strength saving throw, as this is so high a check, you might actually smash into the wall.
Alvina just kicks off, pile drives herself into the wall on the other side, into the other wall.
Yeah. So I've not got any proficiency, so it's just a straight strength.
Oh god, I am so sorry.
Okay.
Kill the other two.
So you might take a little bit of damage here. However, as you smash into a wall, let's actually see here. This is quite a good strength. This was a difference of 16, so we're going to go 3 die here from the sheer difference. As Fukyu, you take 6 bludgeoning damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw, DC 10, to hold on to Lou as you hit into the wall.
What, sorry?
Concentration check.
Yep. Lou, while all this is happening, Fukyu has grappled you as a bird and has tried to grapple Alvina, but Alvina has smacked the two of you apart, and Fukyu has smacked into the wall while holding on to you. Would you like to do anything?
You muted.
Neil, if you're talking, we cannot hear you.
Neil, you muted.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry. I could. There's 1 or 2 things I could do, but it could go real bad.
Well, luckily, Fukyu seems to be holding their grip on you, but has taken a smacking against the wall. This is just you can just hope that Fukyu can hold on to you, or maybe if you got any healing, or if you got anything that could help like slow your descent, or this is just your option to do anything. You don't have to.
That's the thing. I was considering using my Wand of Wonder and casting slow.
Yeah, the Wonder is too random.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It might cast slow. It also might cast fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
This could go real bad.
as you're just clutching at it, waiting for Fukyu to drop you, you realize they're not dropping you, and you don't have to go quite that insane. It looks like Fukyu's managed to get things under control here, at least for you. However, as you look down, Alvina, I'm going to need a acrobatics check from yourself as you aim towards the wall to see if you two are also going to smack into it uncontrolled. Okay, so you managed to twist and turn yourself as you're pushing off of Fukyu, that you're actually able to land against the wall, kind of manage to somersault yourself and plant your feet onto it and kind of slow yourself down a bit. You wanted to just kind of hit your sword into it?
Yeah, both my swords into it, because I can draw on both of the same interaction.
Alright. Then give me an attack roll, just the one, to see how well you plant this on. This will determine the AC for holding on.
Yeah, can I reckless this?
Yeah, why not? Wall can't hurt you back.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Thank God. BAM!
We don't know
This
this
is-
wall.
This is so damn good that you don't even need to make a strength check here to hold on, as you just managed to perfectly angle your knife so that they are cutting through this stone like butter, but with enough resistance to slow you down as you just drop to the floor.
As you dislocate your shoulders.
Nah, she's built for this. She's a war dancer. That's her job.
She's Wolverine it.
Fukyu, you managed to eventually get down to the floor with Lou, but taking quite the beating from Alvina smacking you into a wall. However, you have managed to save yourself and Lou and avoided the pit trap And as you guys are standing there, periodically every 6 seconds, the gargoyle heads shoot out a splurt of flame into the center, roasting the tops of the spikes. But apart from that, you have landed and are safe inside this little death chamber. There is a single door off to the east that leads out. I don't actually know if I revealed that. Yeah, there you go.
Here.
Little door there.
No.
What would you like to do? We'll have the first scene of you guys in the death room, and then we'll switch back to Bob.
What's the... So there's a door over there, but I guess we have to go around a few bits to get to it, right?
Yeah, we've got a dodge.
Yes, there are the periodic flames shooting over every 6 seconds. They'll just create a dex check in order to get past it. There are massive pile of just spikes embedded in the floor, pointing upwards, and then skeletal bodies and blood scattered around the room.
Or you could just fly everyone across to the door.
Yeah.
Or fuck you could just fly by it.
Yeah, while I'm waiting for fuck you to do that, I'm gonna just loot anything that's in this immediate area that's out of the range of the flames.
Give me a perception check as you look around trying to see anything between the spikes or anything of note.
Yeah. 23!
Oof.
It looks like this place has actually been picked clean pretty well. There's no items anywhere in here. There's no cloth. Even the bones appear to have been deliberately placed.
Is this set up? These are not actually the real living creatures. Someone just placed these here for a dramatic effect to make it look intimidating.
Who knows?
That's what she's
How do
actually
you
saying.
tell the
Realize it's
difference
coming up
between
for
bones?
Halloween.
She's actually saying that. God, there's no loot.
Yeah, fuck you is gonna grab Lou, fly over, dump Lou down, then fly over to grab Alfina.
Yep.
And then fly over.
Thank you.
Sweet. There is a strong oak door standing before you. What would you like to do? There is a keyhole and a knob, and that's about it.
Grab door, rip off.
Door rip off?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and give me a strength check. And see if you are able to rip door off. Door goes flying.
Doesn't
And
it?
as you tear this door off, suddenly there is a slight tug at you as a vacuum pulls you inwards towards a floor filled with spinning... Wow, that's actually a lot darker on the map too.
I mean, that was
I
really
thought it was just
impressive as well, because that was a push door.
Yeah. A floor of spinning blades creates a vacuum, dragging you down into it, as I need a strength save now.
All of us?
Of course, now I get the 13.
Oh, unfortunately, as you are pulled into this deadly trap, would you like to do anything
Say
else?
from
Or would
everybody,
anyone,
Chris.
just the person who opens the door.
Ah.
Alright.
Can I try and... Do I still have the door in my hand?
Yes.
Can I try and jab
Jab
the
the
door
blade
into
in the door.
it? Just to put it between me and the blades. So at
Given
least...
this will be a very quick reaction, let's go with dexterity save. Would Fuki or Lou like to do anything as they suddenly, their minds playing catch up, see the spinning spikes and
I already have advantage.
Alvina like jerking forward into them.
I already have advantage. If you could give me any other bonus, I'd appreciate it.
Just watching
No.
you as you get shredded.
Fuck you, still an eagle, so he's intended.
Bird.
He's got the same amount of wisdom though.
You definitely see the glinting blades and recognize the danger. In that case, go ahead and give me a dex save at advantage, as you have got danger sense, and you can definitely see these blades spinning as you fall towards them.
Oh, god damn it. That's why I said.
Ooh.
The door goes immediately shredded.
As that door is just, unfortunately, you're able to kind of jam it to the side, but aren't able to get it underneath you as your shoulder barges into the blades. And you are going to take some initial damage here, hopefully being able to get yourself out of it, and then we'll help you out before you're dead. This is a deadly trap for your level. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Oh, you guys are tier 2.
Yep.
As you take 59 slashing damage.
Ow. I'm alive, but ow.
as your allies very quickly drag you out of that trap. Having just your what do you wear on your shoulders? What kind of armor are you wearing?
Nothing. It's Alvina. She's a
Nothing?
barbarian. She's got bare arms, doesn't
It
she?
makes sense.
She's
As
got.
as you lose a decent chunk of flesh off your shoulder and upper arm, and it is burning in pain, as that did quite a significant amount of damage to you.
Son of a bitch! It's gonna take ages to get this freaking tattoo back on. Ow! Ugh.
But that is you. There is a door on the opposite end, and there are spinning blades that will try and suck you down if you try and pass over them. What would you like to do? The door's only, the little tunnel's only like 6 to 7 feet tall. So unfortunately,
it's
anything in that
just
tunnel.
that bit there, right? Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just this little tunnel bit. And there's a door on the opposite end leading into the other room. But basically, there is a tunnel trap here of if you go into it, it tries to suck you down into it unless you have something underneath you. And you need to open the other door. What would you like to do?
Apparently, I have a shit ton of scrap metal. I'm not sure. Oh, I remember where this is from. I looted the room that we slept in for a bunch of random inane pieces of metal.
That's fair. You're just gonna try and like chuck it down and try and stop the blades.
Yeah, in anger. I'm gonna violently throw it at it.
All right. I don't doubt your strength check capabilities here. This is mostly as you're throwing it at it or placing it, it kind of like throwing back out at you.
Yeah.
So this is more to do with angles and actually like getting it down there. So I guess a sleight of hand check or a flat dexterity if you don't have proficiency.
That would be flat dexterity.
It's your attempt to jam into the spinning blades of death. That's pretty good. Let's go with the DC though. And unfortunately, the DC is 16.
God damn it.
Oh.
So unfortunately, as you put the metal into it, these blades appear to be just a little bit sharper. As your piece of metal are very quickly rendered and reared, and it is thrown back at you. You ducking out of the way. Your plan has failed.
Anyone else have any
Your
ideas?
piece of metal shredded, no more than even worse pieces of scrap.
Also, does anyone have a healing potion or anything?
Yeah, I've got a healing potion.
I need a lot, but I'll take anything.
It's just a standard.
But you guys can think about this for a little bit as well. Pop back to Bob as Bob's had the least amount of screen time so far. Bob, you and Junior, or Mini Junior now we're going to call him, have stumbled into a cave filled with vines, branches, mushrooms, and skeletal figures. What would you like to do? You've just arrived in this room. You can look around. You can interact with stuff.
I say, Junior, you said you know the Underdark. What is all this stuff?
Well, that's quite simple, simpleton. Those are mushrooms and those are vines. God, what do they teach you in those earthly schools of yours?
Pointing the gun at him again. I know what they physically are, but you know what kind, you insufferable little...
Well, I'm sorry, some of us specialized in arcana and the arcane, not biology. Speak to my sister about that one.
Well, she's not here right now. I thought you would at least have some basic knowledge, but
So what do
apparently
you want to know?
not.
They're mushrooms. Do you want to know if you can eat them? Eat them. Find out. I'm dead. I don't need to.
No, I don't want to eat any of this.
I don't know.
Just
There's a small tunnel at the back there. Why don't you go over the vines and see if there's an exit? This isn't nearly high pitched enough. There we go. This is much better.
I was about to say, it sounds less like tiny, more camp. The original one.
Yeah, that's just a regular voice.
Looking at the vines, I'm going to aim my gun in a way that I'm going to carve a path with my gun. my antimatter rifle. I don't
Alright.
quite trust these vines with all these bones. So, let's see. And I'm gonna take aim and fire.
All right, roll an attack roll for me.
Antimatter rifle, fire. And roll a d4. It is, I think, psychic damage.
You kill the plant's brain.
Alrighty
Wait.
then. Psychic
So it was-
damage.
One's necrotic, 2 was radiant, 3 was
Force.
force, and 4 was
Yeah, psychic.
psychic.
All right, so 37. As you shoot it, the area that you shot reels away, twisting and coiling at the psychic damage. As suddenly, in the center, what looked like a solid piece of rock begins to unravel into flower petals as a small stem reaches into the air
Mm-hmm.
and then turns down, almost like it's staring at you. And it does not seem to like what it sees, as the vines around it begin to slowly shift. First unseen, but then you can see them writhing and wriggling, as suddenly vines shoot out towards you. And I'm going to need you to roll initiative.
Hide behind Junior.
Why do you think I'm currently still in the tunnel a bit?
Is he Mini Junior or should we just call him Miju?
Miju.
Mini Junior.
Small Junior. Dead Bud.
Junior.
Very Junior.
JJ.
They shoot death button.
Abrams?
Can't spell. There we go.
Dead Bud? Oh, Death Bud.
Yeah,
Death
100%.
Bud.
Death blood. Junior also has initiative. I don't need this anymore. I can get rid of this. I have too many damn stat block. Where's the vampire stat block? Come here. Yeah, come here.
Where's,
come
where's
front.
Junior's vampire stat block?
You know, I've not actually specialized in stat block yet. I really need to at some point.
You did for our fight. You had had like a few less proficiencies and was like less wise or something like that.
Oh, he has his character stuff, but he's supposed to have more artificer powers than I normally give him because it didn't matter for last fight.
Ah.
Because he was busy just focusing everything on that thing. Junior rolled a 6. I don't think it's going to matter.
Okay, bear back.
But unfortunately for you, Deathbud gets to go first, as it is going to. One of its vines is going to shoot out towards you and attempt to grapple you. Let's do that. That one. Yep. A 29 to hit.
Ow.
Yep, 29 hits.
As this will be an initial slam, and then it will grapple and try to pull you in. Stop opening the picture. I don't care about the picture. What is this? +4? +4. A 17 bludgeoning damage, and a strength save as it attempts to reel you into its mass.
Right. 17 damage. And a strength save.
Yep.
22.
Ooh. 22 succeeds, as you are not pulled into it. And that is its turn for now.
Oh my god, me and Junior rolled the same.
Well, see what look what you've done now. You've angered the plant. Congratulations.
Wait, I need to roll a con save as well for Steve. Yeah, maintained.
Oh, for God's sake, I hope that thing would get rid of the smell. God damn it.
I'm back.
Well, see, why did you have to go and shoot it? Why is that always your answer? Why can't you just talk about things?
It's a plan.
You know what? I think you're getting exactly what you deserve.
As he takes the dodge action.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Zormir, it is your turn. You have awakened and angered the Death Bud.
The Death Bud. It's his actual name.
As he's worried about getting his clothes dirty, I dropped the reduce on him, so he's now he's full size again.
Hey,
What? No, stop. As the dirt crumbles down onto him. No, I just had this dry cleaned a week ago.
Then get
You know-
involved in the fight.
You're so juvenile. How old even are you? Like, 62?
Late 80s.
No, I
Wow.
think
This is why you don't interact with anyone less than 100. It's just children. You're all children.
fire.
Who are you attacking?
The Death Bud. As much as Junior is annoying me right now, I need him to fight.
You gotta convince him to fight.
That's why I dropped the reduce on him, so he can't just run out.
No, yeah, he's stuck.
Well, he can crawl out.
Does he want to
can
waste his dirtiest velvet tux or whatever the fuck he's wearing?
But yes, that hits. What damage type?
Okay, roll.
It actually matters for this one.
A 1. Necrotic.
As you double the damage,
Nice.
because it is a plant monster.
Yeah, makes sense.
As the vines suddenly shrink and retreat, the necrotic energy wiping out a decent portion of them, as the creature reels from you. Do you have a second attack?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Boom, boom.
Ah.
Unfortunately, that is a critical miss. In that case, it is the Death Bud's turn, and it is going to shoot out and try to grapple you once more. For a 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Does it? I thought you were in plate mail.
Yeah. Oh no, it doesn't then.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I've got 21, but I reduce it by 3 for because I'm not using my shield right now.
Yeah, so it's 18.
Yeah, sorry.
You can't do math.
It was because we initially had me in, I think, half plate.
No, yeah, you were
but,
in Splint. You were in Splint
yeah.
originally.
But then changed it to the mithril plate
'Cause
before
why not?
before we even started.
Yeah, because
That's why the confusion. Sorry.
That's fair, that's fair. No, that's fair. Alright, can't use its engulf ability yet. Yeah, that'll do it for now. Don't want to use that just yet. I guess one of those. Alright, I'm gonna do it, because it's gonna die otherwise. I'm pretty sure you've already bloody dead. Not quite. It is going to unleash its poisonous pollen. Are you immune to poison?
Let me see.
don't believe.
Uh,
Did you pick up the Periapt as one of your items or not?
no, I'm just seeing if I had any immunities. No,
Alright.
I'm not immune to poison.
Then I need a Constitution saving throw as the pollen spreads rapidly, filling the entire chamber. This thick purple and yellowish hued air of gas. As that is a fail, and it deals.
Somebody's got hay fever.
Yeah. Allergies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez, man. Let's see.
Rarities.
4. 21 poison damage,
Yeah.
and you are poisoned for 1 minute.
Ow.
Nice. Which means you have disadvantage on your next attack, or just any attack. You're just have disadvantage on your attacks until you're cured of poison. But that is it then. It's used as once per day poison attack, unleashing all of its sacks. It is Junior's turn, and Junior, I'm pretty sure, actually, I need to double check if vampires are immune to poison. I kind of just assumed they were.
I think most undead are.
I am not seeing poison immunity.
Ooh, really?
Why do
Actually,
you
yeah,
not have poison immunity?
vampires of all undead, I can actually think, yeah, they might not be immune to poison.
It's not even immune to necrotic. Weird. I need
Wait.
to up this vampire stuff up.
Wait, what? Vampires spawn are immune to necrotic, but vampires aren't?
I don't think vampire spawns are they?
Yeah. I only know that because I remember it from a campaign where someone used it. It was like, well, it's immune to it, but it stopped it healing. Because of the other
The
thing.
vampire is now immune to necrotic. Anyone who disagrees with that, take it up Wizard of the Coast for making them just resistant.
Yeah.
That's silly. And since they're undead, I'm going to give them poison immunity because they're undead.
Why would they care? Yeah, pretty much. I get that.
The blood doesn't even flow. But to be fair, I will throw in some resistance vulnerability because, come on, these stat blocks so unflavorful.
High tier monsters. Why resistant how to make them in 5e?
But that is Junior. That was if Junior's responsible to thing. It's now Junior's turn. Junior, you're poisoned. What does Junior want to do here? He kind of hopes he doesn't want you to die, but he does like the idea of you being weakened. So he's going to continue to dodge because he's an unhelpful little git, and this isn't actually dangerous to him.
It's immune to its poison, so why do I...
Zormir, it is your turn. You are now poisoned. What would you like to do? Hilariously, Junior is actually in the way of you retreating right now.
Might be time to play bad cop.
He shot first and didn't ask a question. He is already bad cop.
Yeah, but he sensed the danger first.
I got something I could do, which
Right,
would.
Bob, what the hell are you planning now? Right,
I will-
calm down, mate.
I will say, just as a thing, I don't think you have it, but daylight would be actively a bad thing in this situation, except to fuck over Junior. As funny as it'd be.
No, I'm gonna fuck over Junior here.
Alright, yeah.
I cast rope trick and
Oh god!
and just walk up and go up into the hidden dimension and go, fine then, you deal with it if you're gonna sit back and do nothing, and pull the rope up.
He just hides in a different dimension.
Okay, I'm just gonna put you over here for now, as you are outside of the dimension. Alright, that is you. You have climbed up into the rope. Do you pull the rope up behind you?
Yep. Because Junior's being unhelpful, so I'm pulling it up, alright? I leave it just enough
Out of his range.
Out of his range.
Alright, it is now the Death Bud's turn, and it's gonna attack the nearest thing it can find. So let's see if it manages to hit Junior.
Like,
A 31 to hit.
I think he hits
Definitely
me.
gonna do it. I need to get back the actual damage here. Oh. And it's 2d8 plus 4, I believe. For 13 bludgeoning damage. Is it magical? I don't think so. Is Thingy immune to non-magical? He is resistant to non-magical. That at least makes sense. So it's going to be half of this.
Yeah,
Alright. Just 1 second as the DM does a bunch of bookkeeping stuff as the NPCs are attacking each other. 6 bludgeoning damage. However, he needs a strength save to not be pulled in. Does he have proficiency? Nope, so it'll just be a +4. Ooh!
Yeah, sounds like
As Junior is yanked off his feet and plunges straight into the depths of the shambling vines and is engulfed. He is blinded and restrained and unable to breathe.
that matters
He
so
doesn't
much
breathe
for him. He's unable to breathe, but that is irrelevant to the fact that he just never was.
But it
still the
must
problems.
make a save at the start of the creature's turn. That's fine.
Oh,
Okay, he's just engulfed.
I've just thought I need to make a monster for my D&D that is the opposite, so it forces a thing to breathe. Just to fuck over undead in some way.
But it is Junior's turn, and Junior's going to try and use a strength check here to get the hell out of this
Shrub.
this mound of writhing vines. It's just a standard strength check. Yep, that's fine. Okay. He is unable to get out.
He's got 7 strength.
Uh,
Forever.
He could turn into a tiny bat or a cloud of mist. Ooh, forget he can do this. But that was his action to get out because he assumed he could actually rip his way out. So he'll do that next time. Zormir, it is your turn. Think you can look through a gap down beneath?
Yeah, looking down, chuckling at him being pulled in. Fire.
Shit!
You little shit. You can point your gun out, can't you? So.
Psychic damage.
But attacks and spells can't cross the entrance into or out of the space.
All right, then I'm just looking.
It ricochets back.
I was gonna assume he like pokes his head out, fires, and then hides it again.
I feel like that's going against the spell.
It's like wording. There's no reason, but
I'll look out and I'll say, well, do you want me to get involved or not? Because if you're not going to get involved, I'm not helping you.
where the player and the monster are on strike.
That's all you hear. You can't make out any of the words.
Well, I would have said something like, move your foot if you want me to help.
Just thrashing around inside the vines.
Fine then. I will drop the rope down and start to shimmy down.
Does it take like an action or anything, or just movement to get up? Is it 60 feet long?
Yeah, I would have probably only got halfway up then.
You could have dashed. Yeah.
I can't
it's an
dash because I
action, yeah,
cast
it's
a
an
spell. So I was hanging on the rope as he was saying that, so I wasn't in, so...
You're probably out of its range. You're probably out of its range, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's 30 feet. So they're quite a ways.
Yeah, we'll ignore it for now. The vine still attacked who it attacked. Everything went off as it did.
Yeah.
So I would have still been outside and
Yeah, that's fine. You can
take
go
the
ahead.
shot.
It's attacking you next.
Well, actually, that would have missed anyway.
Yeah, you got one more
yeah.
shot.
That would have been disadvantage anyway because I'm poisoned.
Yeah, that's good. Another attack at disadvantage then. You're also climbing, so your speed is half unless you have climbing speed. You're technically up only 15 feet.
Well, it depends on
22.
how high you make the room, though.
I'm pretty sure the spell requires you to go up 6 feet regardless.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that alright?
He's so
Second.
rarely used rope tricks. So.
I'm just going to assume for some reason he's somehow created a weird tunnel in the ceiling that he's climbing up into.
Yeah.
He made a hole in
That's
the
weird,
rope.
mate. But a 22 does hit, and I need a d4 to see what sort of damage type it is, as this will matter.
Get one. Oh.
3.
Force.
Force.
Force has nothing against force. This will just be the 31.
Because I know which one I don't want to happen. Radiant, because it heals off the damn stuff.
Maybe.
Oh, what are you talking about? Who knows?
It's a plant. Photosynthesis.
To be honest, it depends, because radiant also consists like radiation, and don't know if you've seen a plant after it gets hit by a nuclear weapon in a movie, but...
Zormir, it is still your time. You're currently 15 feet up the rope. Would you like to use 15 feet of your movement to go another... Or 30
Yep.
feet of your movement to go another 15 feet?
Yeah.
Alright, you continue to climb. However, you are not currently in the hole yet, so Deathbud is going to attack you.
Okay.
At the start of Deathbud's turn, a golf target must make a Constitution saving throw against just being smothered. Or against bludgeoning damage, so the vine's like pressing it.
I was about to say, it's like, or it continues to not be able to breathe. Oh dear.
He had a +4 from what I remember. A 14 does not make the save of this massive figure. So
Squeeze.
he's going to take 2d8. +4. No, that's supposed to be +4. No.
Jesus!
19.
69
19
damage! Hell yeah.
19 that is resistant to, he takes 9. Alright, and then it is going to shoot out and attack Zormir for a 21 to hit Zormir.
Yep, even if I had my shield on me.
That was
Alrighty
just
then.
it.
As you take 14 bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength save as it attempts to pull you into its form.
Just applying the damage and strength save. 17.
Ooh, a 17 does not make it.
Oh.
As the incredible form of this creature yanks you off your rope and
Oh,
down
shit.
into its form. As you are grappled, blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe. Would you you'd know enough to know what it's doing, although it's squeezing the air out of you. So I guess if you make a con save next time, otherwise it's going to be pushing that air out of you. We'll go to con rules.
You
but
can
that
hold
is
your
the-
breath for 6 seconds.
You can actually do it for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier.
Yep.
I can't remember if it's 1+.
It's
one plus.
A minute
one
plus.
plus.
A minute for every plus you've got to your con.
Yeah.
Isn't that just if you breathe in though, not if you if you're forced out?
One moment.
Yeah.
Suffocating. 5e.
Yeah, there's two breath time limits.
For holding your breath.
Holds breath
Yeah,
number
but
at
you're not-
1 plus its minutes equal to 1 plus its con modifier, minimum of 30 seconds. So it's a number of rounds. It's 1 minute plus number of rounds equal to con. So
And is that for if you're able to hold your breath?
that's suffocating, just in general.
Just in general? 1 minute.
It's 1 minute plus rounds. It's because like all the other ones get like 10 minutes plus that and things like that.
Yeah, when's a combat ever lasts 1 minute?
I guess there's constricting. That might be a rule, but
After you run out of breath, you survive for a number of rounds equal to your Constitution modifier. Yeah, so a creature may hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its Constitution modifier. After you run out of breath, you survive for a number of rounds equal to your con modifier.
yeah, that
So-
makes sense.
Yeah, so this, because it's different if somebody's like actually squeezing the air out of you. So I wanted the secondary rule. That's only if you fail your con check.
Yeah.
It'll start squeezing the actual air out of you until you pop. But it is Junior's turn, and Junior, feeling you get pulled in with you, is going to chuckle to himself and is going to shapeshift into Mist as he just starts floating away. Floating away. He can't communicate, he just floats away.
This is where you cast
He's out of
daylight.
it.
This is where you cast daylight
Yeah.
and just turn him back.
I have no idea what the range on a Mist is, so I'm just going to move him like
It's
20 feet.
I want to say it's 60, but I could very well be wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
as
yeah,
long
figure
as
out
it-
later.
Oh no, it's 20 feet. You're right. It is genuinely 20 feet.
So I'm pretty sure it's slower than movement.
Yeah.
Okay, so he'll try and
Oh.
skip next round. Zormir, it is your turn. What would you like to do? What makes you feel better? As you're writhing about, you actually catch a glint of something from the mushroom light, as some of the mushrooms are luminescent, reflecting off some what appear to be crystals over in this corner. And as you get a peek through, you actually see that there is a room filled with treasure chests and coinage and all bunch of a small little treasure hoard through here. If you survive,
Okay.
So when you suffocate, you'll know that we'll get it.
I don't.
yeah.
I'm already at disadvantage for this
Attacks and
anyway.
ability checks, yeah. You're shooting inside it.
Bang!
Okay.
Because I've got the gunner skill, so even if I...
Nice. A 19 hits. Roll for damage type. You're hoping for a 1.
3.
3.
3 or 4 is also good. As you bloody the mound, the Death Bud mound.
Bloody the
We'll hit for your
shrub.
second shot.
Come on.
Double nat 20, get a 1.
21 hits. Roll for damage type.
Okay. 4.
Psychic.
Psychic will do. Yeah. All right. Is that your turn, Dr. Zamir?
Let's see. Do I have a bonus action? Yeah, I'm going. Bonus action. Yeah, let's go for the bonus action shift. So I up my AC by 1 for a minute, and I gain 11 extra hit points.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, at the start of your turn, I need a Constitution saving throw. Well, at the start, its turn. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
11 temp hit points. Okay. And I need a con save. Is it?
Constitution saving throw. As it tries to squeeze the air out of you. Oh, unfortunately, that does not succeed. As you take 12 bludgeoning damage.
That's a crack rib.
And a third of your air is pushed out of your lungs. And you are unable to retrieve more while you are being squeezed. So basically, you have 3 checks. If you fail them, you're going to start suffocating and out of breath. Or I guess you're already suffocating. If you fail 3 checks, you'll be out of breath as it squeezes it out of you.
You'll be dying from lack of oxygen.
At that point, you then have the rounds until you die.
Mm-hmm.
So you have some time, but this is definitely a fight to the death for you. But that is the Death Bub's actual turn. Hilariously, it doesn't attack while it's inside you. It just kind of hopes to breathe you out. It has a lovely time.
we can wave at Junior trying to grapple the mist.
It will attempt to do that because it doesn't know any better. It doesn't have the highest intelligence. Junior, fucking gonna bolt for it. He's dashing. He's out. He's getting out of here. You get the feeling that, he pauses at the door and looks back at you, and you get the feeling that he's saying good long, sucker.
Good long sucker.
Good long, sucker. He's out. Zormir, it is your turn. You are being suffocated to death. What would you like to do?
Well, he's
You're
dead.
gonna keep going down fighting, okay.
Yep, I'm guessing.
Fortunately, you miss. Next attack.
This is where we come in and find out that Zormir actually wasn't in here this entire time.
Gets it dying.
This is the dream.
What's hilarious is you have to investigate to find this hole, so you might just never find him. Unfortunately, either 2 attacks miss. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Dr. Zormir?
I'll use my bonus action to give me... Wait, this... Yeah. Bonus action for 8 temp.
That's fair. Then at the start of the Death Bud's turn, I need a Constitution saving throw from you as it continues to squeeze you to death. You take half damage even if you fail.
I have a question. Does anyone else in our party use heavy armor? I have
what, sir?
use heavy armor. Full preference. I believe completely in you, Zormir, but just in case, does anyone else in the party use heavy armor?
Unfortunately,
Sorry.
it is a DC 19.
Damn.
As this thing is an optional boss. As you take 17 bludgeoning damage, and another third of your air is squeezed out of you as you approach closer and closer to death. Now, Junior has hightailed it out of here and will return at some point because he's out. He's leaving you to your death. So it is pretty much between you and this death bud. Now, luckily, it can't attack you while it's suffocating you.
Okay.
That's
So,
so much.
Zormir, it is your turn.
Okay.
It's gonna come down to you and it.
Action.
Action Daka Daka, bonus action heal?
Ooh, unfortunately, miss.
Right.
And you get that second shot off as it seems to be aiming your gun deliberately upwards into the ceiling as it's bypassing the vines and you're just firing into the ceiling, dust raining down upon you. Does the second shot
Try
hit?
actually aiming.
Can I use my inspiration and make this a flat roll?
Yeah, you can gain advantage on it. That's fine. That's one of the uses of a destiny point.
Reroll the advantage for those in the audience.
You can reroll, gain advantage. Have a
There we
twist
go.
of fate happen. Have a useful NPC who's in the area approach you at that point. I don't know. You can warp destiny, but you hit. Roll me a die to see the damage type psychic. It is flat. You deal damage to it as it reels and squeals.
Squeams!
Yeah, this thing's. I don't know.
a plan.
Welcome to the Friday session
It's a
where Chris doesn't know words.
It's
So,
a plan, I can believe it.
All right, do your bonus action if you want to, but make me a Constitution saving throw afterwards. As it's down to just you and this plant now. Can you make this Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, I'm using my bonus to give me that +8 again. I'm using
Yep, that's
my
fair. How
field
many of those have you got?
3.
You got 3? Oh, so this is the last one.
Well, this
Ooh.
is second one.
Oh yeah, your first one was Shifter. His first one was his racial ability.
Ah. Cool. But give me a Constitution saving throw as, hilariously, your hit points are irrelevant right now.
Yeah.
Your biggest issue if it's going to suffocate you. What is your Constitution modifier, by the way?
6.
Not bad.
You have a +6?
Yes.
Wait, what? How you got +6?
Because I've got proficiency in it.
That's not relevant in this case.
Ah, not the save. Sorry, what is your actual con mod?
My con, it's +3.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 3 rounds if you fail this until you die.
So I want his toolkit, guys. What else?
Oh, also deals damage. One second.
Just one good hit might end the fight. To be fair.
You take 14 bludgeoning damage, and the last of your air is squeezed out of you. You have 3 rounds that you can survive without air.
Come on, Zome, you got this.
So you drop to 0 hit points and are dying.
You got this, Zome.
Zormir, you're now on the clock.
Yep.
The big crit. Come on, get the big necrotic crit. That's what
Which
you need.
is worse because I'm on disadvantage with these
Yep.
shots. Wait, did that even...
I don't see it. But mine's been laggy today, so...
18?
An 18 does hit.
Yes, come on, get the one, get the one, get the one.
Yeah. You need a 1 here. It is not 1. But it deals a bit more damage. However, it is not dead. You've got a second shot. Go for it.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh, big hit.
And that hits. Alright, so it has 32 hit points left. If you roll anything that isn't a 2, you kill it and save yourself. If you roll a 2, bad things are going to happen.
1.
Yes!
And not only do you kill it, you deal 86 damage to it. As how would you like to end the death bud?
As I find the gun, pull it so it's just at the base of the stem, and pull the trigger, and as the thing lets go, I'm pulling my head back and go.
As all around you, the vines begin to shrink and unravel. There's a tiny bit of a trace of life, but you seem to have killed this segment or the sentience in the plant. As it falls limp around you, you're able to stand up now, or brush in the ceiling, because I'm pretty sure you're slightly taller than 5 feet.
Yeah.
as your head kind of tilts up, but you're able to crouch through now unopposed and are able to go get some treasure. You can go find Junior. He's only been gone a couple rounds. If you want to chase after him, you might be able to catch up. What would Zormir like to do?
Heal.
You just take a moment to heal and breathe.
Treasure.
Just sit there in the corpse.
Literally catch his breath.
Literally.
We're gonna switch back to the other party, but just to give them like some idea of what you'll be doing for the next couple seconds.
I class cure wounds before I start making my way towards that treasure pile.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go investigate the treasure. Then I will roll a treasure hoard later. To see what you find, as this was pretty much the plant stealing shit from around the place. And also an old treasure it was guarding, so maybe some ancient stuff too. But we'll come back to you in a second as we head back to the party who was dealing with this spinning blades corridor. Have you thought about anything to do?
I've thought of one thing, but it's probably a really dumb idea, and I probably don't have the hit points to do it.
Maybe not as dumb as mine, but you go first.
How well situated are these gargoyle heads?
They appear to be built into the wall itself due to some internal mechanisms behind it actually fueling the fire. So they're pretty well placed onto it. Not impossible to rip off if you got some leverage on it. Maybe with a crowbar or something to kind of like chip in, even with a sword, but you'd be, kind of blading? Not blading. Blunting the sword? There we go. It may be, I assume, magical, but magical swords can still need to be sharpened occasionally.
Yeah, it's Alterra magics weapons, which are not indestructible, so...
They are more durable, but not indestructible, yes.
Actually, what are the spikes made of?
I was just going for like a really solid wood.
Okay, never mind.
Mostly because that's just what the spikes... They didn't have metal spikes in the selector.
Go further.
Well, if they were solid wood, the fire would burn them away.
Valid.
Yeah, the fire is kind of skimming the top.
So I was gonna say, but if they were metal...
Superheat, it would melt them eventually, to be honest.
Yeah. Stop splitting hairs.
Yeah, Albina's gonna be just looking to see, like, can I get this off the wall?
Yeah, it makes you feel better. They can be fire oak and immune to fire.
Yeah, the fire trees. Don't worry about it.
Actually, I think it's fire birch. Fire birch. I have elemental trees somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Neat.
I was thinking of blasting the blades.
Yeah, do it.
Alright, go make an attack roll. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's definitely
if
less
you get a good
dumb.
roll, you'll damage it. If you do a low roll, you'll get some blades splintering off and shooting towards you.
22.
You
Bang.
get a decent hit into these blades, and these are made of metal. Metal has a decent resilience to. I'm also pretty sure you can't Eldritch Blast it, but we're going to move on from that. Because who cares about that? You damage the souls of these blades, for they have a soul, and they start to chip and bend.
What
Give
was that, sorry?
me one more attack to see if you're able to destroy them. It's going to take a second hit to fully finish these blades off. Beautiful.
Consistency.
As you cut through the heart of the identity of these blades, the very soul of these blades, as they start to crumble in on themselves. What are they? Are they blades, or are they just a pile of crap? And as they think this, suddenly they stop spinning, they slow down, and they just fall into a pile. Just a pile of crap. You have killed the soul of these blades. What would you like to do?
Well, that works.
That's right. You feel guilty about killing these blades. They were just doing their jobs.
They had a family.
I just wanted to live.
How would you like to approach the door that definitely probably isn't trapped?
It was a soul shard powering the blades to spin, and you killed that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
That would require there to be
Probably
soul shards in this world.
did the door not? Did the door like get wedged? The one that I tried to put between me and it. Is it still intact, or did it actually get blended?
It's like slotted against the wall with like massive cuts through it on the edge of it.
Okay,
Ah.
I'm gonna wrench the remains of the door back.
Okay, yeah, you're able to just pick it up. The bottom like edge of it just crumbles away. You now have 2/3 the length of the door.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it at the other door very, very hard.
All right, give me a strength attack throw.
Do I have proficiency with this? I'm assuming I don't have proficiency with doors.
It's pretty unwieldy compared to anything else you've handled, so I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah.
Because of the awkward shape of it.
I think I shot at the door.
Unfortunately, it bounces off the other door, not quite strong enough to do any like significant damage, and it like falls and clutters about at the base.
So it doesn't stick to the door.
It's not a mimic.
It does not.
Interesting.
So you've done your first test to see if it's the mimic. What would you like to do now?
Do you want to shoot the door as well?
Now, what I was actually thinking was using True Strike.
Okay.
To True Strike the door? Is
Yeah,
True
it
Strike
gives
any
me a
attack, or is it
brief
just
insight
melee?
into
It
the
gives
target's
advantage.
defenses.
On just any attack?
It just gives
On
advantage
your
on
next
any
turn,
attack.
you gain
yeah.
advantage on your first
Okay.
attack roll against the target.
Yeah, okay, roll me an advantage attack against the door as you kill the soul of the door. The door starts thinking stuff. Oh my god, I'm doing a great job with the door. Look at these idiots trying to get through me.
I survived another door hitting me.
I am the superior door. I am the greatest door to ever exist. Alright, roll me an attack with advantage as you attack the soul of this door.
24.
As you blast into the door, suddenly the door's like, ow! Maybe I'm not the greatest door ever. No, I'm still an okay door. But what if I'm not? Alright, we need a second attack to destroy the door.
So Alvin, while this is happening, Alvin is going to pick up a few of the non-spinning blades now that cut a hole in her shoulder and bend them into an approximate shape of a pretzel.
I love this. Just
God damn it.
the fact that Neil's just destroying the souls of objects.
He's destroying their self-esteem as objects and just killing.
I'm allowing this for the audiences who may one day watch for the sole purpose of introducing some interesting concepts of objects fighting back if you ever push them too far.
The door.
What happens when you push an inanimate object too far?
If you ever roll a
Ranger's favored
critical
enemy.
failure on a
Doors.
fake roll against a door or any other object, it's going to gain a soul and become an NPC.
Hey, if Kill Score Mercenaries proved anything, yes, doors really do have like souls because one person got almost killed by one, another had his most hated foe be doors. So
Beautiful. Yes, you eventually destroy the door.
Yeah.
I also just want to see how long it would take you. As you are able to come out into the next room, there does not appear to be any traps.
okay.
And I actually need to like thingy the lines of sight on this.
We have an
There we
Alvina.
BAM! I just jumped into the room. Are these stoves?
They appear to be, well, from what you can tell, they appear to be chimneys of some variety.
Damn.
Or chimney shape, I can think of.
Does seem like a kind of kitchen.
It looks like a kitchen, yeah.
Bedroom.
It looks like a kitchen, a bedroom, or a torture chamber. One of the three.
It's a torture chamber. You're tied to the racks and fed some nasty shit.
And fed Zome's cooking.
Yes, there is what appears to be a little ramp going up and down, only like a foot off the ground, like almost like one of those recovery kind of railings ramp where you like can hold on to either side.
Ooh.
But there's a slight incline towards the center of it there. And then I've no idea what the other wooden plank is, because I didn't place that, which means I've accidentally clicked and placed it there.
Oh,
So now it's just a ramp leading up to the wall and nothing more with a bloodstain on it.
it's the privy. Let's just go with it's the privy.
No, I just like the idea of a ramp just going into a wall for no reason.
There's wasps behind it, guys.
Foggy's gonna have to drop his bird form because he was still a bird.
Oh yeah, you're too big, aren't you?
That's fine.
Yeah. And because he wouldn't be able to fit through this door otherwise.
Oven is gonna get to there and peer around the corner.
I need the reveal button. Here we go.
Okay.
There you go.
Foggy's going up this way.
Yeah, we all investigate different areas.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here.
You find a corner with blood splattered and spewed out onto the floor here.
Not gonna lie, I thought it was a carrot.
So there's
There's a trail of carrots! There's a trail of carrots! What's this thing, by the way?
That is a sundial between 4 switches, or 4 levers, and there appears to be small chutes in each of these little openings that run down into complete darkness.
What's this?
That is a trough of soup.
Ooh! I go over and smell it.
Give me a Constitution save.
Oof.
It smells absolutely awful. It's far too sweet and sour, but in the wrong quantities and mixture. And there are strange vegetables you've never seen floating on the surface.
There is
Meaning
some absolutely
no veg.
terrible cook here, and Alvina's going to try and improve it with her spice pouch.
All right, well, you can spend some time doing that. What would the rest of the characters like to do while you look over and see Alvina apparently cooking with a giant trough of soup? Or I guess stew. What's the difference between soup and stew?
Bits, mostly.
Consistency.
Pretty much.
This is quite thick soup, so I guess it's... Wait, what's thicker, soup or stew?
Soup is more liquid than solid. Stew is more solid than liquid, is how I always find it.
Let's go for stew. It's a weird orange stew.
It's a stroganoff.
A very disturbing, viscous nature to it.
It's a vicious nature. It's
very
dissolving. It's dissolving
It
the
looks back at
ladle.
you. And I'm going to need to make a wisdom save
Suspicious
against
as a
vicious
mimic.
mockery. No, we'll save that for later. For if Lou attacks it and it gains the soul.
Soup monster.
Yes, as for the rest of the room, so you've got a trough of soup, what appears to be 6 holes leading down into nowhere, or everywhere, a sundial with 4 levers, and then up to the north you have another collection of sundials, just sundials everywhere.
Can
And
I
then
have a look at
plenty
this?
of doors.
Is that a door as well?
Yes, it is. You can tell because they only select segments, not yellow.
Yeah.
What was that, Neil?
Can I have a look at this?
This wall?
I think that's a wall.
Yeah,
That's
go
a-
ahead. Give me either perception or investigation, depending on if you want to look or touch.
I will look.
Perception.
Give me a perception check, then.
Please do not bring back the beast by getting in that one.
Nat one. Aw.
20.
Dirty 20.
Perception?
Breathing into your mic a little bit there as well, Neil.
What was that?
From
You're breathing into your mic a bit.
No, sorry.
from what you can tell, this is just a column of wall. There is no secret entrances or hatches from what you can see. It's odd that there's a ramp leading up to it and blood on the ramp. But apart from that, everything else looks normal.
Is there a calendar on the wall on that part where it's just like... It's a mobility ramp to see the calendar.
It's just imps working in this kitchen. They need that to get up there to change the calendar.
That would be funny. But apart from that, there's just this weird like corridor that you can just go down and around. And for some reason, there's just like a little pillar in the center here.
I've had a kitchen like that before, I can believe it.
It's literally just circling the pillar.
I never did that.
Lou is just in a fever. He had some of the soup before I've had a chance to tamper with it.
Yeah, I'm looking for the toilet.
I'd warned you not to drink any of this stuff. It needs fixing first, and then maybe it'll be edible.
I'm hungry.
Give it a
Yeah,
minute.
well, you guys decide that. Let's head back to Zormir. Zormir, we'll roll loot table later because I need to drag out the root table. But what else would you like to do now that you've looted the place and you've got a bunch of gems and valuables and it's probably just be like. Well, we'll see how well you roll on the loot table to see if there's any magic items. But let's assume you don't need to use them right now.
Hopefully a shitload of healing potions. And
Loot the
something to
room.
reattach part of my arm.
And make my way back out of here. Oh.
You do so. You see no traces of Junior.
Well, since he's not bugging me anymore, I'm going back here. I'm going to loot this room now too.
All right. That we will also do in a second then. Well, actually, first you have to gain access to them because they've all been, they're all locked behind these little cages, little doors.
He's got a gun.
So, I don't need the gun. I've got a tool that can be turned into thieves' tools and give me a +1 to it as well.
Yeah, but if you fail to lockpick any of them, you've got a gun.
Yeah.
All right, now from the looks of it, these locks look pretty complicated compared to the other locks. This appears to be the valuables vaults.
Ooh.
So there's going to be a high DC check on these, but if you'd like to lockpick them, go ahead. Let's start with your first one. And which one would you like? As you can peer through them because they appear to be great for jail cell doors. You've got some crates with the primordial symbols on it. You've got some vases and what appears to be porcelain with almost celestial imagery carved into it.
Well, I'd be able to understand the celestial.
It's more just symbology rather than any sort of text. It's more just the sort of aesthetic design you recognize as celestial.
Like what you see on like Greek urns, by any chance, something like that.
Yeah, they're not actual words or any meaning. It's just that sort of aesthetic style that different cultures have.
Just a pretty picture.
Yeah. So they're used in line and heavy symbology and like wings and everything.
Think Gospel Truth song from Hercules. Disney's Hercules.
Yep. You've got what appears to be a box made of fire.
You know, just standard.
Actually, what appears to be a very deep speech aberrational selection of artifacts. What appears to be made of stone. What's the word? I'm going with vases for now. They're not quite vases. They're more tubes and other compartments, but we're coming to the end of the session. I'm running out of words.
Flask.
Yeah, flasks.
Urn.
Small flask urns, those sort of small bits and bobs. And then finally, you see what looks to be polished copper and other forms of equipment. They almost look Noid made. Seem to have some sort of. They kind of remind you what kind of the more ancient artifacts dug from ancient societies look like. So maybe a little bit of like Hero Forge design or some of the other pre-ancestral empires.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
All right.
So which one would you like to try and crack into first?
I will go for the one I'm in front of now.
Nice.
Go for
So
one.
ancient Noid society, right?
Yeah, because I can work with metal and stuff with being smiths tools as well. So
All right, this is a high DC check.
So that would be
Nice.
+4 onto that.
Nice, that succeeds then. As the cage door swings open.
You need to put the tool proficiency into your.
Unfortunately, that doesn't do that automatically for me, unless
Oh,
I can click
should-
on the actual item
You
to do
should.
it.
No, it doesn't work like that on Beyond.
Yeah, roll 20. You can just type it in, essentially.
But yes, as you pick up the shimmering copper, you actually realize that underneath it appears to be parts of this light form of armor. This appears to be, I guess, half plate. It's not full plate.
Yeah.
It also wants to be its own thing, though. These are copper ornaments. Is that pronouncing that right?
Armament. Yeah.
Armament. They are an extra you can add on to armor, because they're not an actual armor class themselves. They're a new armor class, or a new addition. It's kind of like how you can add a shield onto shit. There is now an ornament section that you can add on to armor.
Better.
Which happens to be my my
Your thing.
yeah. Huh. This will come in handy.
They have various bonuses and things to it, but they'll take time to decipher and to unlock, just like all your other ones. But you have the God, what do they even call it?
Copper armaments of something.
The copper ornament of heroes.
Ooh.
Right.
We really shouldn't have those then. We don't. None of us qualify as heroes. We're all pieces of shit.
Hey, I freed souls.
Yeah, by killing them.
Hey, I didn't say how I freed them.
I fed a starving centaur. Does that count?
But yes, is your goal to unlock all of these cages?
Yeah, I'll
You've
try.
You've got time.
I'll try them all.
You've got
Then
time.
go ahead, and I'll give you the list of stuff during downtime if you succeed on all of them. I mostly care if you fail. So go ahead and roll me your second check, and we'll just see if you unlock the next 5.
Okay. Let's go to.
You know, you can just. I just realized you can just in roll 20. You can just roll 1d20 plus 7. That might be faster.
So,
19.
Yeah.
Oh, a 19 does not make it. They're DC 20s.
Oh,
Alright. Cool. So, this is what I mostly cared about, because these are actually magically sealed, and you've been bypassing the traps on all of them,
Oh.
because you've been succeeding. But this is a quite high reward, so they're a dangerous amount. As you fail to lock it, suddenly you hear a buzzing in your ears, as out of nowhere you are shocked and sparked back, as I need a dexterity saving throw.
I honestly thought it was gonna be wasps again. When you said buzzing, I went, it's wasps. It's fucking wasps.
It's actually an electrical trap.
Nasty.
oh, 21.
As you succeed, and you only take 10 lightning damage as you're shocked. But that now prompts the question of, would you like to keep risking it and keep
Door
going?
number 3.
Do it.
Well, you failed door number 2. You'd have to try again on door number 2 because you take damage each time.
Do it.
I don't really have the health to keep on doing that.
Wait, have a long rest, and then do it.
Yeah, but I don't know where you guys are and all that.
We'll be fine. You assume we'll come back for you. We won't just abandon you. Like we did to the other person in the party, like yesterday.
Well, this is more something for if we're gonna do it like that, then I'd have to wait till the end of the stream to do anything like that. Ow! Ah.
Alvina's not here to be a bad influence on you at the
But
moment.
it sounds like you're gonna take a pause here from continue trying to get the loot because there's a cost if you fail. That's fine. We can come back to you in a second, as I mostly just want to see what the player's direction is on the other party, and then that will call it an end. But other party, then, what would you like to do? Just give me some direction for next week.
Is the stew smelling palatable now?
Give me a wisdom or intelligence check with proficiency, your choice.
Wisdom, I will go with. I'll basically roll
Okay.
perception check because I've got proficiency in that. So
Okay. I can see the argument for either for cooking.
17.
17. You've gotten a little bit better, or at least you've gotten it less worse. But unfortunately, it was so bad that it's going to take one hell of a skill check to even bring this up to palatable. But it is no longer a revolting smell; it is now just a uncomfortable smell.
There we go. I did use a spice pouch charge as well, just for what it's worth.
You're pretty confident that if you try to do it again anytime soon, you'd probably overcomplicate it, and there's unfortunately now too many lingering smells overlapping that this is the best you're going to be able to do for a while.
Yeah. Alvina's got it to the point where someone might be able to eat it, so she's content.
Who's got an iron stomach?
It's no longer... She has an iron stomach, but she's not going to eat that.
Fuck you, what are you up to?
Fucky is gonna go down to this door. Probably not investigate it, because why would you investigate or trap a kitchen door?
Alright, so you're just going to open it?
And slowly crack it open.
Alright,
Somebody
roll
may
me
have trust
a
issues.
destiny check.
Ooh.
There's lava behind the door.
11.
Okay.
It's not a low 10.
Ooh.
Well,
So
there
as
is
you
lava
enter-
behind the door.
Either that or somebody had the stew and
Someone ate the
threw
stew.
up.
As you open the door, there is a branch lining... I just realized that orange also isn't supposed to be there.
Oh, someone ate the stew. Just say someone ate the stew.
Nobody needs to. There is a branch lying across the floor that seems to be tracing from this cherry blossom tree rising out of a small lake beneath it. And what appears to be a second lava spill coming out of it. No, it's going to be it's just a secondary tree of an orange-leafed tree coming out of a
I
small
was gonna
pond.
say, it kind of looks like an orange leaf tree.
I'm pretty sure it's because I was on the tree section when clicking.
That's fair.
Is it
Wow.
not?
You're supposed to be able to see a small little lake underneath here, but the orange has covered it up.
Ah, right.
So there's a small pond underneath the orange and pink, with the branch coming out of the water and snaking along the floor towards the stove. Or I guess this furnace, or whatever you want to call this.
Do I see
Cooking pit.
anything living in there?
Inside the
Tree.
cooking pit, the trees, or the pond, you do not. You just see a bunch of crates stacked up, some boxes stacked up over here, a broken window lying on the floor, and what appears to be these darkish blueberries that you can see from this open chest at the bottom here.
Fucky is gonna walk in. And have a look around for anything shiny.
As you do so, you notice that there's a number of blueberries kind of staining around the stove, almost like somebody's been throwing them at the stove and occasionally missing. So you see these little splotches around the stone, as well as quite a few inside, just resting, slowly simmering on the actual, what appear to be tempered coals. There seems to be like a little bit of fire in there, but it's kind of a resting fire, not fully lit.
Fucky's gonna wander over to here, grab one of the blueberries, and turn towards the fire and try to lob one in.
Alright, can be a dexterity attack.
Attack.
It explodes.
While you're doing that, Lou, what about you? Alvina was finishing up cooking, Fukyu is playing around in the kitchen. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna head up the way.
I'm assuming that I don't have proficiency in blueberries.
You tell me, do you have anything in your backstory that would say that you have proficiency in blueberries?
Maybe not blueberries, but throwing rocks at people.
That's fair. Like they're a pretty common like throwing item. I would give you that.
You throw tomatoes at people, it totally counts, right? It's fruit.
Yeah.
They are a familiar enough shape that you would have some experience throwing them. It's not like a weird 2/3 door situation.
It's not a door.
So this would be a +4 to this then.
Okay. Well, you're doing that
15.
then.
15.
Oh, nice. Lou, you said you were going upstairs?
Up the top, yeah.
Which part? Point on the map where you think you're going.
Are you going here, or are you going
Are you
through
going that
here?
way, I'm assuming, by up?
I'm going up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
A lot of these weird sundials, they're kind of cool.
Yep, so you head up over here. There are a bunch of sundials everywhere with blood being splat out of the corner, or dry blood on the floor from the corners. What would you like to do? There's also a door. Would you like to open the door without checking?
BAM! There was a blender behind the last one, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure that there's not a trap behind every door. It's fine.
I'm gonna look at the sundials to see if there's
Hey, what time of day is it?
anything. Wouldn't want to destroy any souls.
You have a look at the sundials. They each have strange symbols on them that I will show you next time because that's going to take way too long to deal with right now. Would you like to spend your time investigating the sundials for now, or would you like to check for the door before we end?
I'll investigate the sundials.
Cool. That's fine. Then I will give you that information next time, as that is where we're going to end afterwards. After all, it is 9 o'clock.
Mhm.
And you have just started exploring the Tower of Death. Will the party find Zormir? Will they finally arrive at the center of this lower dungeon in order to actually find each other and fight their way back up and out of the Tower of Death? What secrets awaits from themselves? As Fukyu, as you get buried into the fire, you hear a little sound as rising between the coals is this little fire spirit that takes the berry, chews on it, looks up at you, and then runs away back into the coal, going shit, shit, shit.
I want one.
What would you like to do? Would you like to approach and investigate, or stay where you are, or throw another berry?
Oh, fuck, he's gonna grab another berry and go up to the fireplace and, like, dangle it.
As you do so, you get this strange lifting of your hair on the back of your neck as you can sense something moving behind you. And the branch has lifted off the floor and is striking at you. But we'll find out what happens next week, because that is where we're going to end. Hey, thank you all for watching episode 4, The Tower of Death of Alterra, the Shattered Altsphere. We will tune in next time to see if our players survive this, I guess what's going to be the Halloween special, if depending on how long it takes you to get out the tower.
Yeah.
This is your October Spooky Tower arc.
Hell yeah.
Will the players survive? Will they get out of this madman's tower that seems to focus way too much on the human body parts?
And homicidal
knows?
shrubbery.
Well, I think that's just an aspect of this new world now.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Thank you all for watching. Let you guys say whatever you want, and we can finish there.
Oh yeah, I'm DMing Geddon tomorrow, so tune into my stream, twitch.tv/FenrisWolfieBane, and you'll see Bob probably die horrifically again in Geddon.
Yeah.
Someone turned into a giant pig man last session, it was great. Permanently.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
See you everyone.
We're out.